Good evening. Let me just double check the mic is going good. Yep. All right. It's back to normal. I hope. We'll see. It'll take a little bit. Turn on Mix It Up. Thank you for reminding me. I 100% forgot. It's okay. Do not update right now. Update it later. That's still a later honey problem. I said it was a later honey problem on Saturday, and it's still a later problem. Hi, son! How are you doing, son? Love you. You're so cool. I hope you've been doing good. I'm telling a little bit of a story. New model or just spooky? Just spooky. Just spooky. It's been about 1 year I've had this model. It has served me so well. I'm still super excited for the next one. I'm very excited for the next one. There's a lot of good things to look forward to right now. And how are you? I'm doing good. You're prepping to give out candy? Good. Good. Hi, Rivera. Ooh. I genuinely miss trick-or-treating. I genuinely miss it. It was so much fun. Just not just for the candy, because like I did like the candy when I was a kid. However, I think the best part was just dressing up and walking around with your friends. It was genuinely one of the best parts. Oh, candy tonight is All Hallows Eve. Yeah, it's not Halloween yet. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I won't be streaming on Halloween, so this is the closest I'm gonna get to a Halloween stream. I'm gonna relax and take it easy tomorrow. Maybe some kids will go by. Maybe I'll walk around the neighborhood and see what's around. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Excuse me. Camp Goofballs trick-or-treating. Oh! My heart... My mind just put a little vision in front of my brain that I can now stare at, and now I can just yearn for it. Oh, it would be so much fun. Oh, it would be so much fun. It would be incredibly fun to do that with my home. Oh my gosh. Alas. I just got the memories. Honey, what's the trick-or-treat candy like? Ooh! I like chewy caramels. I really like chewy caramels. I can't have too many of them now because I'm not a child and my sweet tooth— oh gosh! Why was my model lagging for a second? Why? Why? Scared me for a hot second. If you were close by, I'd tell you to get in, cutie. We're going trick-or-treating. Maybe I'd go as a little sheet ghost. I've never been a sheet ghost before. I don't think, anyways. Maybe I have? I vaguely remember. Maybe I was a sheet ghost at one point. That would have been a fun one. The subs curse still going strong. Absolutely scaring me every time it happens. It's every time. Hard to get trick-or-treaters here. I love seeing the costumes. Hopefully I can go with my nephew and he's the builder. Aww. I hope so, Pia. Oh, one of my favorite things was to go with my little siblings, and I would watch them and they'd be so bashful but so happy to be in their costumes. Halloween's a magical time of year. I like Halloween quite a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, I like a lot of holidays. Christmas is great. I love the lights, the cold, just being inside while it's cold out and being safe and cozy. Ooh, that's a personal favorite. But something about Halloween, I can't quite describe what it is. It's just, you are allowed to be spooky and scary, or dress up as something that you've been wanting to dress up as for the entire year. No earwiggles. Wait, no. No. No, I forgot to turn it on, genuinely. I forgot. I turned on the other redeems, but, Back for Halloween. Well, Hallows Eve. Oh, comfy sweater and hot drink weather. I'm gonna wear my coziest sweater when winter rolls around. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. It's Kit Kats, Twix, Hershey's cookies, and cream. Almost any chocolate, really. That's the thing. I like dark chocolates. Even as a kid, I really liked dark chocolate. Milk chocolate was fine. I could not stand white chocolate when I was a kid. Like cookies and cream stuff? Couldn't do it. Twix is pretty good, yeah. Twix is pretty good. I like the caramel and chocolate. Oh, salted dark chocolate. That's a good one. Very good. A good hot mug of apple cider any day during the cold season. Yeah. Ooh. Man. I know we're supposed to be getting amped up for the spooky stuff coming up tomorrow, but at the same time, what if it was just cozy? Maybe I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm just like, yeah, trick-or-treaters don't really come around to my place, so there's no point in me really getting candy ready. I don't really want to go to parties because I don't want to get sick. There's a lot of people. It gets dark early now. Maybe I have just become an adult. Maybe I'm just an adult now. I just get eepy when the sun goes down. I fall asleep. Honey, you know what's something I haven't done this vacation? Oh gosh! Vulcan, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Is that what you haven't done since vacation? I know. Well, it's incredibly generous of you. You did not have to do that. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Whew. That's true. When you're an adult, you could just buy candy for yourself. See what you like. Go on and get it. Easy. Easy. Did I? Honey, guess what? What? Happa. What happa? Sorry, I was catching up with chat, and for some reason I started making noises. I was like, no, shush, shush. Onyx! Welcome back, Onyx! Hi! Happy 30 months. I hope you've been doing well. I missed my stream. I missed streaming too. I hope you've been having fun. I've been seeing your little name pop up sometimes at night and when you're playing video games, and I'm like, oh, still having fun. Still having a good time. Good. 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 Honey, making random noises? No way. No way. Honey? Making little weird noises in the background when there's nothing to make noises for? Nah. Nah, that's not true. I missed my streamer! She's back! Yes, I am. I am back. I'm hoping to get back into the regular schedule this week. We shall see. Good news is, after Saturday, my throat still feels good. Thankfully, didn't push myself. So today, I'm gonna also take it easy, relax, tell some stories from camp, do a little bit of art, have some fun, maybe talk about Halloween stuff. Yeah. But was slightly more gray without honey in it. Oh, simpler. So sweet of you to say, what the heck? Really just spells sugar, huh? So good. So good. Oh, man. I was a little bit nervous before stream. I wasn't sure if I could... I still get nervous before stream. It's not as bad. It's certainly not as bad as it used to be. So that is progress. That certainly is progress. But I still have moments where I'm like, oh gosh, what am I doing? Oh no. Oh no. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah. I've been in my college's art studio for 3 hours. It's so late. I'm tired. Oh, do take it easy. Being in art school can be rough. Enjoy being in art school, you know? Have fun with it, learn as much as you can, and even if you don't feel like you've learned enough, if you keep doing art, you will keep learning. So, you're all good. You're all good. But yeah, absolutely, see if you can get a snack and some rest, because I have definitely pulled some real late nights back at art school. Ooh. Get some vegetables in you. Vegetables really do help when you're away from home, you know? A sultry goblin. A demon. A demon, I think you mean. But yeah, normally I'm just a regular goblin. A regular goblin. Ooh. But yeah, today, as I do a little stretch. Oh, thank you for the posture check impact. Today, we're going to be taking it easy again. Doing some more art of the goofballs at the Renaissance Fair. Oh. And we're going to take it easy. I have my notes because I was a silly little guy Hi, Snail Space. How's it going? But I wrote down after I think almost every night at camp, I would try to write down the bullet points of what happened during that day. So I have it all written out right in front of me. So I'm just gonna go through it and we'll just talk about it and relax. Be fun. For the most part, all the other goofs have shared the stories of camp. I was on vacation, so I did not. That's okay. That's why I'm sharing my highlights now. Pretty fun. Hi, Tia. Happy 30 months. Welcome back. Thank you. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Also, Tia, your new model. Yeah. Ooh. Very good. Very good. Very good. I have seen it. Ooh. I love Live 2D. I love models. I love models. Honey being silly? No. 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 Why would you ever think she's just being silly? What makes you think she's being silly? He's a silly little guy. What do you think of the new Hell of a Boss episode that came out yesterday? Oh, I did watch that. But before I get into that, I'm gonna do the redeems. We're gonna say thank you. And then I'll do a little song, because I think someone redeemed, yep. Kurama redeemed a song. Let's go, baby! Ooh, woo. It's so good now, make some fun toggles. Yeah, have fun making the toggles. Ooh. Making models, so much fun. It's so much fun. I like it so much. Angelson, thank you for the breathe redeem. Also, everyone, thank you for the hydrate. I just realized I'm a silly little guy. I left it at my desk. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Where's the beat? A button for this. I have a button for this. Okay, I'm back. I completely forgot I made it a hotkey on my stream deck. Astroma, thank you for the raid! Welcome on in, raiders! Oh, you're playing Night in the Winds? Ooh, I've heard that's a really good one. I like the art style for it. It's very cut out and cute. Knife fight. Is there a knife fight in that game? Can you fight people with knives in that game? I thought it was mostly a walking around talking sort of game. It's so good. It's really well written. Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's really well written, and it's a very dialogue heavy game. So you go in to enjoy the dialogue. Let me take a little sip of water. 1 sec. Wow. Also, thank you for the head pats, in fact. Thank you very much. Well, Neko! Hi, Neko. Also, thank you. Thank you for the coffee, whoever it is. I think you made it. Thank you very much. There's a knife fight. We got stabbed. You got stabbed? I thought this was a peaceful game. I guess I just don't know. It looks pretty cute, but there's knife fights. Okay, neat. Adeos, thank you for the posture check. Oh. Excuse me. I missed my goblin friend so much I thought she'd run away. No, Onyx, no. I went on a little vacation and a mental health break. I've been doing a lot of therapy. It's been very good for me. I've been doing therapy and taking care of myself. I'm very happy that I took a break. I'm feeling good now. And I guess what time it is will be art buddy soon. Yes! Art alone, baby. Let's go. I could see the little drawing I sent you. Yeah, I saw it before stream. I was like, oh. Halloween art from Neko. Oh, it's adorable. Ooh, yeah. Before I get really carried away, Stromets are really silly. Highly recommend if you want a fun and chill game. Oh, okay, fun and chill still. Why are you happy about being stabbed? I ain't happy about it. I'm just thinking about it. It's in a game. It's part of the game. It's my comfort streamer. Also, Neko, can I? Ooh. I will ask, and you have no obligation to say yes. Can I show the art you did on stream? No worries if you don't feel like it. Honey's been adulting, now she's back stronger than ever. Exactly. I've been being an adult, trying to be responsible, setting better habits for myself, and going to therapy to become a more whole and well-balanced person. That was pretty fun. Neko, yes? Okay, yes. Yeah. I'll share it real quick. Let me actually... Ooh, nope. Nope. Let's just put it on my desk. Do this. I can do this. I can do it. Figure it out. I'll figure it out. There we go. Look at it! Neko drew this! It's so cute! It's so... Look at it! Onyx, I love my comfy goblin friend. Onyx, you are incredibly nice. You're always so kind. Thank you for being here, and I'm sorry I was gone so long. And I'm sorry I'm still dead. I'm sorry I took so long. I'm very glad I did. I do not regret taking that time to get better and relax and rest myself. But look at... Yeah, look at it. It's so cute. Oh. Neko is a princess, and I get to be my demon self. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Oh. No. No riddles today. Went to the Ren Faire, what'd you get? Anxiety. I got anxious. I had to be nice, otherwise you get to have no gum. You are nice. You are nice. You don't gotta worry about that. You are nice. Neko, you will never get that out. Get what out? What out? Oh, what happened? Something happened. What did I do? Oh, I think I know what it was. The phone disc. Moving is just trying to cope with tech issues. That seems to be what most VTubing is. That's okay. You just learn to roll with it. With cute, but in my mind also, I think kick it. I don't understand. Will you reveal to us which Ren Faire you went to? Yeah, I went to the Ren Faire in Minnesota. This is cool to share because the Goofs and I have, like, we talked about if it was okay. And yeah, we went to this camp, Goofballs. Camp 3 was in Minnesota. Minnesota. Soda. Soda. Minnesota. Why am I... Soda. Stop saying it. Stop saying it, honey. Come on. Focus. Focus. Impact. Thank you for the hydrate. Hi, Nisei. How's it going? I've tentatively come back to stream and I'm getting back into my routine. How are you doing? I saw you drawing Jum today. Lovely piece of art. Always lovely to see your work. I hope you've been doing well. Camp Goofball 3, bisexual revenge. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Oh. It was nice. It was so nice. Imagine honey goblin soda. Ooh. Would it taste like grape or green apple? I think green apple would taste better, honestly. Grape's fine. Green apple is good. I like the sourness. Doing great. Even better now that you're here. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back, buddy. Let's go. Honey, do I have to send you the video of the lady talking dirty with the hard Wisconsin accent? Color me curious. You don't say. Talking dirty with a hard Wisconsin accent? I'm curious. I want to know. Gentlemen, is it weird that now, thanks to you being such a charismatic gobbo, most of my female OCs have your personality? No, I don't think so. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, really. So, and I don't think it's that weird. I'm flattered. I'm flattered you think I'm charismatic enough to put it into your OCs, you know? Honey goblin soda, green apple and honey flavored. Ooh, that doesn't sound too bad. Apple and honey. Could be nice. Could be nice. Before I get too carried away though, let me say thank you. Let me say thank you. Stretch before we go. Hi, Armor! Sometime 27 months? Welcome back. Also, congratulations on your engagement. Congratulations. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, let me go to the beginning so I don't lose track of where I was. Uh-oh. It's fine. This is fine. I can find where I was. There it is. Whew. Okay. I found my notes. Beautiful. Okay. Ren Faire, thank you for the resub. Happy 6 months. I hope you're doing well. And Kepma, thank you for the gifted sub. Welcome back. We're back, buddy. Honey goblin soda would taste like lime. Ooh, from your answer from Gobby's birthday stream. Right, yeah, lime is a good one. It changes every once in a while. Sometimes I'm feeling a different flavor. McBokula, thank you for the 3 gifted subs. And Zorn, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very, very much. Tony Peppermint. Happy anniversary. It's goblin time, let's go. Congratulations on making it for a year. You've been here for a year. You've seen the growth. And all the models I have made. My skills have gotten good. Ooh, I was so excited. Hey Maximus, welcome back! By the way, I get scared for the early stream, but I remembered other countries had daylight savings. Yes. Daylight saving. Wait, was that today? I forgot. Mixi Yoshikaki, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very, very much. And no Onion. Thank you for the resub. Happy 2 months. Welcome on back. I'm glad you had such fun you decided to come back. And Captain Constantine. Happy 26 months. Welcome back. Gecko. You are lovely. It's always nice to see you in mod chat and in chat regular. Makes me feel comfy. Happy 30 months. 2 days ago it was 29. Now it's 30 months. Time sure goes fast. Time is going a lot faster than I was expecting. And that's okay. If you use your phone as your alarm, you didn't have to care. Yeah, okay. That makes sense then. That makes a lot of sense. Atheray, thank you for the resub. Happy 9 months. Congratulations on your stream, baby. And Zana, thank you for the shinies. A measly pile of shinies. But appreciated all the same. That's very kind of you. You didn't have to do that. And I do appreciate it. I'm a sexualized. Thank you for the resub. Happy 4 months. Welcome back. How's everyone doing? Doing good. Relaxing. Taking it easy. I'm so excited to do art. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Have to catch the stream, missed the last one? Yeah, the last one was a bit of a surprise. I needed to test and make sure that my setup still worked, and I needed to adjust after that, so doing that now. Mildly cursed content in your DMs now? Thank you. I'll look at that after stream. Jared, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And Burnham, thank you for the 200 shinies. My favorite goblin, happy to see you again. Welcome on back. Happy to be back. We're all... Ooh. I'm glad to be back. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Thank you, Duke Silver. Also, several cats in a trench coat. Thank you for the sub. Welcome on into the tavern. I hope you're having fun, and I hope you're gonna have a good Halloween. Thank you so much. Also, Pop Truffle, thank you for resub. Happy 2 years! Happy 2-year anniversary! I want to give the honey a little kissy on the top of the head as an affirmation. I love kissies on the... So nice. It's so comfy and cozy. It sounds so good. Like little kisses between the homies. Just like on the top of the head. It's nice. Also, Mibokula, thank you for the 100 shinies. Given how this evil arguer went, I strongly doubt Honey would ever be capable of going on with the trick part of Trick or Treat. I could test myself and see how evil I could be for the last little bit I've got this model. We could see. Well, also, Faire, thank you. Happy 11 months. Welcome on back. 11 months of great art and fun times, and more to come of both, baby. Let's go. Nice trick. She does a little dance. I do the little break dance. Legitimately, I used to be able to do that. I used to be able to, like, swing my legs around in dance class. I can't anymore because my wrists cannot take my weight, but it was a cool trick. Also, President BJ. Oh, Lord. Thank you for the sub with the pride. Welcome on in. And Fia, or our dog Fia, thank you for the resub. Happy 4 months. Welcome on back. Gary! Hi, Gary. Hello, Caroline. I love you. I hope you're doing well. That's my friend. That's my friend in there. I hope you've been doing good. Doing good? Good. I'm actually trying the Ren Faire outfits again today. Telling a couple of the camp stories. I think for the most part, all the other goofs have covered everything. I'm just going over it again, just for fun. Oh, Gary, I got to capture the intimate moment between you and Mr. Man on the trip. It was a night to remember. Let's go. Yeah, we want to hear from you. Fair, absolutely. That's why we're gonna be taking it easy and doing it like that. We're gonna be doing art and talking. You have a couple more redeems, but we'll get there. Froggy Storm, thank you for the resub. Happy 2 months. Philly, thank you for the resub. Happy 10 months. Oh, honey, you're not a plushie anymore. Good. Also, beware of a goblin conwoman claimed to be the head of a goblin guild. Sounds familiar. I think I've heard that one before. Zap, thank you for the resub. 20 months. I'm back. Also, QL, thank you for the resub. Happy 5 months. Here for the ASMR goblin. I don't think I do ASMR. I wonder how I became known as an ASMR goblin. Neat. Alright, we're almost there. Thank you for your patience. Let's go. Miss the chill honey streams? Me too. I miss streaming. It was fun. It's very fun. Shadow, thank you for the resub with Prime. Happy 7 months. Spooky pretty goblins send shivers down your spine. I don't want to get copyright struck. Dancer, thank you for the sub. Welcome on into the tavern and happy early Halloween. I won't be streaming on Halloween, but that's why we're doing it on the eve. Frosty, welcome on back. Happy 2 months. Cyberman, happy 23 months. Jeez, that's almost 2 years. Walter Citrine, thank you for the resub. Happy 8 months. And Kevma, thank you for the resub. Happy 30 months. And for the gifted sub. Thank you. Onyx, is Halloween for you? Time zones. Yeah, time zones. I forgore. Corvus the Alchemist, thank you for the resub. Happy 10 months. Back. And Bestie Bun, thank you for the resub. Happy 14 months. Rachel Bread, thank you for the 190s. I appreciate it. Alright. Azadoris, thank you for the breathe redeem. So here is a question. Would y'all be upset if I sang a song with a little bit of swear word in it? I sang the song in the karaoke streams. It's Billie Eilish's, what's it called? It's called Happier Than Ever. It's been in my head for a little bit and I was thinking I could sing it. If not, that is okay. I don't want anyone to turn up the stream and suddenly hear some cursing and then their mom walk in. Don't want to do that to you. Won't be upset, but YouTube might be. I mean, it's been past the time that they care. Usually, what didn't they only care if it was in like the first 15 seconds of the stream or 15 minutes, something like that? Honey swearing in this Christian stream? Look at my horns and say that again. Very Christian. Very Christian stream. You been going long enough? No, exactly. Exactly. If you want to, I don't have any problems with song bad words. Yeah, just thought I'd warn y'all, just in case. So children, cover your ears. Did I stutter? Gecko speaks true. Gecko, no. What the frick, man? Swearing in my stream? No, no, no. Not in this demon's stream. The devil from the Bible? Swearing? On twitch.tv? Well, the swears. Do it all at once. All the swears in one go. I guess. Fireball. Swear. 2 potty mouths for advertisers. No advertising here. I swear too much. Like you haven't before. I mean, we had some pretty cursed moments. True. Yeah. I just thought I'd warn y'all. Alrighty, let me turn off the background music, and we can do a little. I can do a little song before we get going. Thank you for the song reading, by the way, Kuro. I'm away from you. I'm happier than ever. Wish I could explain it better. I wish it wasn't true. Give me a day or two to think of something clever. Write myself a letter to tell me what to do. Do you read my interviews, or do you skip my avenue when you said you were passing through? Was I even on your way? I knew when I asked you to be cool about what I was telling you. You do the opposite of what you said you'd do, and I'd end up more afraid. Don't say it isn't fair. You clearly weren't aware that you made me miserable. So if you really wanna know, when I'm away from you, I'm happier than ever. Wish I could explain it better. I wish it wasn't true. Call me again, drunk in your Benz, driving home under the influence. You scared me to death, but I'm wasting my breath, 'cause you only listen to your fucking friends. I don't relate to you. I don't relate to you, no, 'cause I'd never treat me this shitty. You made me hate this city, and I don't talk shit about you on the internet. Never told anyone anything bad, 'cause that shit's embarrassing. You were my everything, and all that you did was make me fucking sad. So don't waste the time I don't have, and don't try to make me feel bad. I could talk about every time that you showed up on time, but I'd have an empty line, 'cause you never did. Never paid any mind to my mother or friends, so I shut them all out for you, 'cause I was a kid. You ruined everything good. Always said you were misunderstood. Made all my moments your own. Just fucking leave me alone. I've been listening to that song a lot. It's quite nice. It's quite a nice one. Whew. Alrighty. Let's go. I think it's time to do some art. It was beautiful. You absolutely killed them. So thank you. My voice needs a little bit more warming up. Excuse me. But it felt pretty good. It felt pretty good. Fun fact, I am subject to something called cute aggression, where if I see something or someone I think is cute, I get a powerful urge to squeeze them as tightly as possible without causing harm or distress. Honey regularly sets off the cute aggression. Legive. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. How are y'all doing? How'd you have fun? Did you have fun in Dead by Daylight? That's a very good Halloween game. Also, hi Pumpy. How are you? I hope you've been doing well. I've been loving the models you've had recently. Your models are always so fun. It's really nice to see them. Lovely curse words and lovely voice. Thank you. Thank you. You gotta go now, no, Onia? Glad I could do a little song for you. Glad we could hang out and sing a little bit. Stay notes still smooth is better? Yeah, I'm doing real good. I'm doing real good. You rated during a song? Just at the end of a song. Yeah, you just caught the end of it. Sounds like you improved a lot. Yeah, I'm doing good, Wolfgang. I've improved a whole bunch, and I'm real proud of myself for it. I've been doing a lot of good work. Alrighty, let's get going to art. Art, baby. Let's go. Pumpy, I love your models. Definitely expressiveness to strive for. I'm working on my new model currently, Puppy. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I miss making models. I was making models consistently for like the past year. I took a little vacation, a little mental health break, and went, I miss making models actually. I want to make more. I want to get back into it. And so here we are. We're getting back into it. But first we're gonna do a little Ren Faire art. We're gonna relax. And just for a little bit, I'm gonna take it easy and we're gonna listen to some Hollow Knight music. Did I just close my tab? No, I didn't. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Alright, I want to listen. Green path. Let me know if the music's too loud. Kept it. Oh, just kidding. It is not going to be loud at all. There we go. This might be a little loud, so do let me know. Didn't you say you were gonna give your thoughts on the Hell of a Boss? Oh, yes. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the reminder. I really liked it. It is the new Hell of a Boss episode is very fun. The animation is gorgeous and the colors too. I like the oh shoot, what is that? What is that character's name? The one in love with Ozzy, Fizzaroli. I like those characters. I like seeing them together. They're real sweet. They're real fun. You have no idea how much I've missed Honey singing, but now it's time for me to go. Bye bye, Honey. See you next time. Have fun. You have a good Halloween. Be safe, McBo. Gonna reanimate the I'm a Clownfish song with Jummy. That's too much work. I got a model to make and a couple more assets to finish before I even debut my stuff. I can't be adding on more work. That's why I'm doing this for fun. I get to draw what I like on stream and rest and take it easy. The crossbow gob. Technically, Many is a kobold. Many is a short stack kobold. But still a kobold. Neko, okay, I'm gonna have some dinner. I love you so much. Here's a kiss. Now forgive. How could I forget you, Neko? Also, have a good dinner. Have a good dinner. Kisses for everybody who wants them. Kisses for everybody who would like them. Oh, I love this little crossbow, Many. It's so good. Ooh, that was louder. Also, McBo, thank you for the gifted sub to Pumpy, by the way. Slowly less and less kobold, but yes, kobold. Yes. So long as Many says she's a kobold, she's a kobold. Is D&D just the American version of anime? No, it's a TTRPG. It's not quite the same. Oh, Colby, thank you for the resub. Happy 5 months. Welcome on back. Beautiful voice. Glad you're back and hope you had fun. I did. Thank you for listening. I'm glad you liked it. Redbeard, welcome on back. Happy 5 months. Welcome back. Glad you had a good time. Me too. I'm glad I had a good time. Thank you for all being so patient. And also, Igor Mito, or Mauto. I hope I pronounced that okay. Welcome on in. Take a seat, relax. We're just gonna be vibing and drawing some of these people. I think I can start by drawing myself and Sun. We'll try to get through those today, and then we're gonna clean up. Look at Gary and Mr. Man. Look at these two. Sorry, I'll remove the protection screen. Look at them. I just want to take their heads and go like, kiss. And now, kiss. Because they already did. They already have, and it was a very fun time. Man, camp really is just like meeting up with the homies and being real normal. Being real normal. Reldrin, thank you for the posture check. And Colby, thank you for the hydrate. Manager the manager. My IRL desk chair is not comfy. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry you're sharing comfy. Hopefully if you get the opportunity to get a new chair, like ones that are really good for support and long term are office chairs. Not gaming chairs, office chairs. Those are usually better for your back. Let's see. Well. The layers for Sun and for myself. That's not the button I meant to press. Yeah, I'll start with Sun. We're gonna turn off the people in the back for now, so that I can focus. Actually, I did it. Turn it back on, just so I can see what they're covering. Okay, yeah, the cover just jumped. We're fine. Hi, Gilliver. You doing well? Where's the dudes in this? They're usually in the back. I mean, Sun also uses he, they, so there's Sun in the front. That'd be cool. Igor Mauto. To pronounce just right, actually? Good. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Let me know if I ever mispronounce it again. Sun's small. Absolutely. Sun's small. I'm just making layers right now. If y'all want to see me making layers. Features. And then we have features 2. And we have head, hair, and then accessories and body. Body. There we go. That way y'all can see how I do layering. Just in case you're curious. Small getting up front. Exactly. Listen, when you got a bunch of tall people in the back, you have to add the other ones in the front. There. See? Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for the short ones to be in the back, you know? We'll just get covered by everything. We will get trampled. We'll never be in any pictures that way. Oh, I love Green Path. We're just listening to Green Path from Hollow Knight. If you do long-term gaming on PC, I strongly recommend office chairs over gaming ones. Yes, just in general, I recommend office chairs over gaming ones. Gaming ones are pretty, and they're cool. They can complete the aesthetic of a room. Long-term, if you want to be sitting down for a really long time, get a good office chair. Or why not the short ones stack each other and become the tall? Because that's too much work. That's too much work. Sometimes you feel like walking around, you know? Ergonomic chairs are worth it if you want to spend a large part of your life on the chair. Exactly. Yep. Alright, quick stretch of the wrist. Alrighty. I'm just gonna look at my notes real quick for what we did on the trip. First day was travel day. We pretty much just arrived in Minnesota and we're like, we're all tired. Let's just chill. I did not sleep on the flight. I was having a real rough time. I had a super rough time. So I got to the Airbnb and relaxed, took it easy, tried to sleep, could not because my brain just refused to let me sleep. That just happens. Sometimes when you're stressed, sleeping weirdly doesn't come easily. So just vibed, tried to sleep, couldn't, so went back down the stairs. And the goofs were so nice. They were so considerate. I think it was Gobby. Gobby wrapped me up in a blanket in such a way that just like my nose was peeking out. Because I was like, I'm having a real rough time right now. I need to relax and be comfy. And she was like, I got you. I got you. I know exactly what you need. And then she proceeded to like tuck me in on a couch. It was nice. Yeah, it was nice until I got thirsty and I wanted to drink something, and she was like, "Nah, you gotta rest. I'll go grab you a water bottle. I'll go get you something." So I'm glad you had a good break too. Thank you. Yeah, the honey burrito. That's what we call it. The honey burrito. Not gonna lie though, it is very comfortable to be wrapped up like that. You just I did start to nod off, which was nice because I could not fall asleep during the flight. I was just way too nervous. Way too nervous. It's funnier if I don't give Sun a nose. For real though. Something about the simplified version of Sun's face makes me very happy. Just more gremlin. It's just way more gremlin, you know? Turn Goblin to burrito and give her Tila with a little straw. Well, that's what they did. So the goose, I think it was Mr. Manager was like, no, she can't drink out of the water bottle like wrapped up like this. She will absolutely spill water all over the couch. We cannot have that. So he went and grabbed a straw and put it in. I was fully wrapped up and had to I remember being so upset about it. Sleep deprived Honey was so upset about being in the burrito, but also incredibly happy to be in the burrito at the same time. So I think they put the straw into the water bottle, and I just remember like biting it. Like instead of like sipping on it, I bit on it, then sucked on it. It was just like, Honey, why? Were you really that tired? You were so grumpy. Your friends were being so kind to you. I do hope they thought it was funny. Oh my god, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm just drawing my friends in their Renaissance fair outfits. We're taking it easy. I'm also telling the stories of camp. Yeah, I needed to eat. I get cranky if I do not sleep. Like, if I don't get good sleep, I will get cranky like a freaking toddler, like a child or a silly little guy, if I could so choose how to describe it. Or when I don't eat. So thankfully Moon was like, okay, we're gonna order some pizza. We're gonna order some pizza and relax and take it easy because everyone's been traveling today. And I don't want anyone to go hungry. So we got some pizza. It was good pizza. It was pretty good. I mean, like, I remember the crust being thicker than I would have liked. Like more like bread than pizza crust. But like, that's okay. I was tired and was not particularly picky. So it was alright. Snickers, you're not yourself when you're hungry. Actually though. But yeah. Place was pretty nice. I remember there was a TV in the living room, and I think for most of the first night, as everyone slowly came into the Airbnb, we what is it was the equivalent of like I think adult stim videos, like you know how babies have like Coco Melon. It was just like lo-fi music all night and like lo-fi Animal Crossing playlist. It was quite nice. It was quite relaxing actually. It did really work on me. In fact, your speech tone and pattern sound exactly like a friend of mine, and I've played your stream audio in front of their mom and actually confused them. It was gold. That's incredible. Oh wow. There's someone out there who sounds like me. I'm curious to hear them now. I'm curious to hear what they sound like now. Some Midwest thick crust pizza? Yeah. Yeah. secret is that the unconscious part of everyone's brain is just still a toddler. Just a little baby. Just a little baby. Joke for you. When I was a kid, I had a problem chewing on electrical cables, and so my dad had to ground me. I'm doing better currently, and I'm conducting myself properly. That's a good one. That's a good one, actually. Compilations of people cleaning stuff. I think at one point during the trip, because it's been so long, I have it written down, but I can't remember certain small details, unfortunately. We would watch Jenna Marbles. Like old Jenna Marbles videos and go like, that's pretty cool. That's cozy. Kermit's a silly little guy. And we would just enjoy Jenna Marble videos. It was so nice. Such a good content creator. I hope she's having fun. I hope she's enjoying herself. Let's see, because I think that was day 1. Yeah, I think I fell asleep at 1 a.m. day 1. I did not arrive late. I think I arrived in the afternoon. Yeah, I arrived in about the afternoon. I could not sleep, so I was cranky already. I did not sleep on the plane ride. I did not sleep at the first day of Airbnb. I stayed up till 1. So tired. But I slept okay. I actually slept in. Usually, the first pair of people to be awake would probably be like myself, Mr. Manager, and maybe, I think, I can never tell when Moon is awake. I think Moon slept on an air mattress for a little bit, if I recall. And I never wanted to wake Moon up, but I think Moon slept in the living room for one day. So I was like, I don't know if they're awake, but I'm not gonna test it. And so if I woke up early, I'd just be like, I'm gonna go on the roof. I'm gonna go on the roof, and the roof is lovely. There's a bunch of like patio couches, I guess I could describe them as, and the view is very nice. And for the most part, during the first 3/4 of the trip, it's just lovely. You wake up, it's warm, nice and bright, and it feels so good to wake up like that. Oh, it was lovely. I like that rooftop. Sunbird, thank you for the resub. Happy 3 months. Welcome on back. And Yervik, thank you for the sub with Prime. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a lovely one. Tea in the early morning on a windy rooftop. Yeah, it wasn't even windy. It was just like gently. There was a gentle breeze. It was so nice. One sec, I just gotta focus on drawing Sun's glasses. Sun's little glasses. Oh. Ada Gaming, thank you for the resub. Happy 8 months. Welcome on back. But yeah, that was so that was day 1. Let me look at my notes. Day 2. Let's see. I woke up late, so I missed a couple of adventures, it would seem. Let's see. Oh yeah, I woke up and I went down to the communal area, so like the living room, and Jumpster was awake, and she was painting her nails black, and I was like, just like Camp 1. But instead of me painting your nails, this time you paint my nails, Jum. Jum was like, okay, this will be fun. And so I just sat across from her at the table, relaxed. We started painting each other's nails. It was so much fun. I think Gabi joined us too. Gabi started painting her nails black too. It was lovely. It was a lovely morning. But yeah, then afterwards I was like, okay, no one's using the shower. I'm gonna shower, because I probably should have done that straight from getting off the airplane. But I didn't, like a silly person. So I need a shower. So I took a shower, went back to the patio, dried off my hair. It was so nice. Oh, it was so, so nice. I think, let me just check my notes real quick. Let's see. Oh, this was the day we went to the zoo. Oh, the zoo was fun. We saw so many animals. I think we saw like gorillas, wolves, monkeys. There was a lot of ducks. Oh, we saw a giraffe. Giraffes are huge. Giraffes are so big. Have y'all ever seen giraffes in person before? It's like they move in slow motion. It's incredible. It's super cool. They they you know when you see footage of giraffes in like nature documentaries? I used to think they always slowed down the footage. I thought they would slow it down to make them look more majestic. No. Turns out they just look like that. They just move in slow motion. I could fed a giraffe, put a pellet between my nose and lips, and it ate off my face. Bold, brave. I could not do that. But yeah. I thought they were 2 feet tall. I thought they were a little taller than that, but like they're very tall. They're really, really tall. It was cool. Oh yeah, I remember there was a wolf enclosure, but we didn't actually see any of the wolves, so like that's okay. I think we saw we saw a turtle. I like the turtle. I think like we walked past the exhibit where there was a turtle, and I think it was Gabi, Moon, and I think Gary. They immediately saw the turtle in the enclosure and pointed at it and went, "Dog!" Because Elden Ring. In case y'all are not aware, in Elden Ring there is no word for turtle for some reason, despite there being turtles in the game. I feel like that was... they could have added that word, but they said it really loudly and pointed at the turtle. And in doing that, one of the zookeepers walked past and panicked. He went, "Where? What? There's a dog where?" And then immediately Gabi and Gary had to go, no, there's no actual dog there. It's just a meme. It's just an Elden Ring meme. And the zookeeper was really cool. He was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. I got really worried for a sec because the dogs are not supposed to be in that enclosure, but it's okay now. I see what you were doing." Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty funny. You go to a zoo? You probably said I'm playing Cyberpunk. Yeah, I went to a zoo. It was nice. I like zoos. They're pretty neat. Let me see. We went to a garden. It was also, side note, I forgot that on the way there, in the car there, I was sitting next to Gabi, and there was just... we drove past a park, and there was just a guy with like a long ponytail tied back, walking around with a katana. Like he was just walking around the park with a katana, and we were like, "Oh, what are you doing, sir? Sir? Why are you walking around with a sword?" I mean, it's cool, but like, I have some questions, but I don't know if I want the answers to them. Actually, have a nice day. So, as soon as I saw him, I was just like, "Hey, Gabi, katana man." Just like, "What? Where?" It was. I don't know what he was doing, but there was one other person around him that I guess was filming him. Probably, if I had to hazard a guess. It's like, what kind of TikTok could you be filming this for? Or was mastering the blade while you were off doing art? Clearly, one of us is spending our time properly. Alright, let me draw Sun's ear. You know what? Maybe he was just living the life he wanted to live. Who am I to tell him it's weird? Heck, I'm a little guy on the internet. Why does what I do have a say in what he do for fun when it's not hurting anybody? On the other hand, though, why a katana man? Why? Yukes, thank you for the head pats. Thank you very much. Also, real folks, please, thank you for the breather. Well, Also, Blood Wraps, thank you for the visa. Happy 13 months. Just over a month for the spooky times. Where's our katana store in the area? I don't think so. I don't think there was a katana area. There was no katana store in the area. But maybe I was mistaken, you know? Maybe I just didn't know the local weaponry shops as well as I should have, you know, when I prepped for this trip. And then we went to the garden because the zoo had a garden section, and it was really pretty. There was like a Japanese garden, I think it was like a swamp garden, a tropical garden where we saw starfruit. There was starfruit right at the entrance of the tropical garden. I wanted to climb the tree and pick it so badly. Starfruit's pretty good. It's not my favorite, but I will eat it. I just wanted to eat some starfruit, but we weren't allowed. Okay. Alright. Puppy, I love starfruit. It's really good, right? I don't even know how to describe it. It's got a neat sort of skin to it that's fun, that's good to eat. And the inside is crunchy and sweet and refreshing. Not like lime refreshing, but like a melon, kind of? But not as wet as melon? It's so unique. Exactly, Pumpy. I don't know how to quite describe it in a way that will make you understand it if you haven't eaten it before. I would just recommend trying to eat it. Honey fighting the breath of wild urges. Yep. Zelda hath taught me well. I see fruit I collect. Activate the hunter-gatherer instincts. The little guy. The little guy. Look at him. Being a little menace. Looks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It is orbiting the rings of Saturn. It's not a duck. Lead calmly and swiftly as possible. Don't trust me. It tastes like starfruit. Yeah, exactly. It tastes like starfruit. I don't know how else to describe it. The wizard make it back to his wife. Is he okay? He's fine. He's learned a good, valuable lesson. Sadly, citrusy is a real word, and the internet just ruined it. Yeah, I would not spell it with two S's, guy, because I think that's the one that has ruined it. Citrus-y is a good way to describe it, though. Yeah. Yeah. Just draw the hair on Sun. Sun's so cool. A little chaotic guy. Never know what to expect. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. Vixen, have a good spooky day, honey, in chat. Great art as always. Good night. Good night, Vixen. I hope you have a good sleep. Rest. Can't have nice things for once. Just can't have nice things, apparently. Not online. Not anywhere online. That must be hard for kids nowadays. It's difficult to navigate the internet because some people have been on it so long that they're way more accustomed to it. That can be scary, you know? Because there are strangers on the internet. Gotta be real wary. I'm gonna include. No, I'm gonna keep the tails separate. I'm gonna keep the tails separate. I will leave that now. Probably not thanks anyways. That's okay. You got this. Do your best. Yeah, Sun has the smuggest face of all of us. I may have resting smug face, but Sun exudes smug energy. I don't know how else to describe it. Anything good at the Ren Fair? I got the plague. It was very not bueno. Rough. That is really rough. Like, when I was at the Ren Fair, I wore a mask, though. A lot of us wore masks just to be safe, because we did not want to risk anyone who was immunocompromised. Let's see. I'm just looking at my list again, see what else there was. Yeah, after the zoo and the garden, we pretty much just rested. We just rested back at the house and relaxed. We browsed through Netflix for like, I think an hour, not even watching anything, just looking at shows until Gabi was like, has everyone watched One Piece? And thus we began watching the episodes of One Piece. I think many hadn't seen it yet. Many hadn't seen it. Hi, Cledic! Welcome in! Browsing Netflix is part of the experience of using Netflix. Exactly. Sometimes it's fun to just browse and talk about it. That's about it. Guy, the internet also ruined my brain's sense of how to spell stuff because I didn't do that on purpose. It was not intentional. Happened. Well, let me see. Trying to look. Oh, Moon made sloppy joes. Oh, Moon made such good sloppy joes. So when I got off the plane, I was having a rough time. I had a case of tiny tummy, meaning like my appetite was not there. I was having trouble eating. I was stressed and tired. And Moon made delicious sloppy joes. So good. I was finally starting to get eaten again, and it was so nice. Something about your friend's home-cooked meals makes everything feel so much better. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the feeling of not being alone and being loved by the people around you. Maybe that's what makes it better. Double the sloppy joe into a goblin burrito. I think I put it on bread. Put it on some bread. Let's see. I think that was about it. We mostly just relaxed, watched One Piece, and then went back to watching, like, just letting lo-fi play in the background while we just rested. And then we were on day 3. Let's see. Oh yeah, Gabi and Albia, I went for a little morning coffee walk. Because I didn't want to feel too cooped up. I was like, okay, just in case, I'm going to preemptively get some exercise. So I'm gonna relax, wake up early, just so I don't keep anyone, like, just so I don't make anyone wait for me. I was not making anyone wait for me. Turns out, I am one of the early risers of the groups, it would seem. Nothing wrong with that. It's just funny. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wake up and start doing things and having fun. And everyone's like, sorry, I just realized my mic was not picking that up. I was making snoring noises. Everyone was just honk shooing until like 11 or noon. Everyone was so tired and they slept in so much, which is good. We all needed a rest on that trip. Oh, but yeah, I woke up early, went and grabbed some coffee. It was real nice. We walked past a couple of churches that were really cool. They got some neat architecture over there. Take a little sip of water. Hi, Ben Bear. Yeah, I'm doing great. He's one of those people. I don't know when it happened, but at some point in my life, my brain went, hey, what if we, instead of waking up late and being eepy all the time, what if we just became morning people, you know? What if we just started waking up real early and being awake before everyone else? How about that? How about that, actually? And I was like, okay, I guess we'll try. And now I wake up around 6 every day, my time. Currently, it also helps that, like, I adjusted to Minnesota time. So Minnesota time is about 2 hours past where I usually wake up. So in order to wake up earlier, I had to wake up even earlier in my body time zone. You know what I mean? But yeah, Matthew. Those are some lovely content creators. They're all kind, wonderful, and so, so friendly. I'm sure you'll find a place in one or more of their streams. You're a monster. I know. I have become a morning person. What am I gonna do with myself? I wake up so early now. In all honesty, though, it actually does help me a lot with work. I can see why people become morning people, but like, also if you're a late riser, homie, that used to be me. That's okay. That is okay. Like, the sun has set where I'm at right now. That's kind of why I wanted to make sure that I started to stream early, because now that it's getting colder and darker sooner, my brain is shutting down a little earlier than it usually is, especially since I'm waking up earlier. So I'll probably start streaming around 5-ish on Mondays and Fridays, just to make sure that I have enough energy to go for the usual time at the very least. Okay. Underworld. Only downside is you start falling asleep earlier. Exactly. Exactly. Absolutely right. That's kind of what I'm coping with right now. What you're really saying is, you want to fix your sleep, move to a new time zone. Yes. That's how I did it, and I just never adjusted back. I straight up just never adjusted back. When I wake up, it's still dark out. That's just my life now. That's just how I wake up, and I'm like, what time is it? I can't tell, it's super dark, and then I'll look at the clock and it'll be like 6:15, and I'm like, okay, time to make breakfast. Let's get up. Then I'll make some eggs. Matthew Rice Seeker, thank you for the sub. Welcome on to the tavern. I hope you're doing good. Professor Amalgam. Wait, which Ren Faire? Sorry, I just popped in. I know you probably said it many times. No, no worries. Absolutely, it's okay. We were at the Minnesota Ren Faire. I had never been to a Ren Faire before, so it was a very interesting time. I will talk about it because we haven't quite gotten there yet, even though I am currently drawing my friends in their Ren Faire outfits. Ren Faire I don't think was until 2 more days at least. We got a couple more days to get through before we get to the Ren Faire. I can't do the wake up when it's dark. I have one. I have to for one of my classes. My entire body feels like death. I just get so sleepy, especially if you gotta like leave the house. It's so tiring. That one of those Texas ones yesterday? Thought it would have been funny if I'd passed you. That would have been funny, but nah. Yeah, I went back in September. That's when I went to the Ren Faire. Real Joe, thank you for the reset. Happy 3 months. Let's see. Because after that, yeah, I went to sleep. The next day, no, yeah. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm still in the day. So I went to get coffee with Gabi and Albie. Went to the library. We just stopped by a library. It was really nice. It was a small one, but it was very cozy. I like libraries. Oh, we're into my work playlist. Anyways, yeah, I went to the library, and then afterwards, oh, this made Jum happy. This made Jum real happy. We went and get hot dogs. We got some hot dogs for dinner. It was nice. Some people went shopping for groceries because, yeah, this was the 3rd day. We need to get some groceries. We need to figure out our meal plan for the week. So we got a list, sent everyone in different directions with different lists. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Gabi noticed that I still was having trouble eating. So she made sure to force me to eat some onion rings and some hot dog. And I accidentally spilled some mustard on my shirt. That's a little embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little embarrassed when that happened. But that's okay. It's not as bad when you're with friends. Dark sauce, thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, I remember while the group was going shopping, because I was still not feeling great. I was drained and tired. Thankfully, I wasn't nauseous. I just wouldn't eat very good. Like, for some reason, my appetite just was not there. And so, a lot of the groups were taking care of me while I was having such a rough time. It was quite nice. It's wonderful to be in a place where people around you really loved you and cared about you and just took care of you, you know? They saw that I was having a really rough time. I was already really stressed previously because I had accidentally overworked myself that summer or this summer. So that's part of the reason I've been going to therapy, is just to learn better habits and learn why I feel the need to constantly be productive and constantly work, you know? I'm slowly trying to learn how to be a functional person. Nice. I like it. Turtle Dog Me reminds me of that TikTok video where she points to a bear and says, "Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?" Puppy. She's just like me for real, for real. It's hard. I as much as I try to make sure that I get a lot of rests, sometimes at one point it got bad and I was like, why am I not working? There was I kind of described it to my therapist in an interesting way. Like, I used a very dramatic example. I spoke to them and said, so it's similar to being a surgeon. Not as drastic or dire. But a surgeon, a very specialized surgeon, has to do a very intense job that not a whole lot of people can do. And so they need to make sure they're performing at their peak, you know? And making sure that no one is missing out on their services, if that makes sense. But yeah, so if the surgeon needs to take a vacation to recover, that's important to make sure that they're okay. But a lot of the times when you are resting and you're not used to resting, your brain will go, why aren't you working? So in the surgeon example I gave, it's similar to like going, well, yeah, I need to rest to do my job better, but what if while I'm resting, someone needs my skills, you know? Or someone needs my help. So there is no guilt in resting because it's necessary. But you can still feel guilty for needing the rest, you know? That makes sense? Hi, Azuli. Welcome on in. I hope you're having fun. I finished the Lego art. Lego AT art. Took around 20 minutes to build. It's only 108 pieces. That's still a lot in my brain. I'll post it next to the newest ATST series. The Hoth ATST. Post the pictures in show chat. Ooh, nice. Yes, that. Ooh. I love it. I didn't know what they were called, but like the walking Star Wars machines. Good design. They're very cool. Music kind of low? I can fix that. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit louder. There you go. Pumpy, I love that metaphor. Yeah, it's me resting is nowhere near as dire or drastic as that. Like, I'm just a little guy on the internet. I'm a little artist. But ATAT? ATAT. I don't know what they're actually called. No, the ATRT and ATST. Oh. What? ADHD. ATAT. A lot of acronyms my brain is mixing together. Hey, Lettuce Boy, welcome back. Hi, Squandalius. But yeah, the metaphor I used, where it's a surgeon needing rest, my situation is not nearly as drastic, you know? It's not nearly as dire as like, oh, people's safety or lives may be in danger if I take a break, but I need a break. No. It's not like that for me. I am an artist. I'm a little guy online. And don't get me wrong, I love my job. I will not discredit how much work I've put into it and how kind y'all have been to support me. But, how do I describe this? But there is still the feeling that, like, why should you be resting? You enjoy your job, right? It's like, yeah, work is still work, though. there's still a lot of effort and time I must take to make sure that I'm in good condition so that I can keep doing this. If I don't take care of myself, I will not be able to do it one day. You know? I like doing this. I really enjoy it. So I needed to take the rest. Thank you for being so patient. I know it can't have been easy, right? That's okay. I appreciate it all the same. Everyone needs vacation. People who say they don't are scary. Yeah, people who say they don't are wild. I don't know if they know how to rest. And like, everyone should... Vacation should definitely be mandatory, you know? Paid vacations. That's a good idea. You gotta take the rest to be able to see the giraffes and other things in life. Exactly. You gotta take a break to see the nice things in life. And so that's why I timed my break with the goof trip. So that I knew that I would be away from my computer and I would not be able to force myself to work. Or I would be able to force myself not to work. If that makes sense. There would be nothing around for me to do art with except for analog stuff. But they never show unless they hurt. So you blamed it all on my love. Ooh, the heart I got, but I don't need a cure for me. I love Aurora. I don't need it. No, I don't need a cure for me. I don't need it. No, I don't need a cure for me. I don't need it. Da, 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 da. I don't need it. He's no cure for me. Please, no cure for me. Cure for me. Please, no cure for me. Cure for me. Should I wait not a VP? That's okay, yeah. Why did I do that though? Cure for me. Cure for me. Cure. I don't need it. I love Aurora. We might listen to more after this. Alright, I think that's pretty good. I don't need it. I don't need a cure for me. Remember, son had a little chain on his bag. I don't feel like listening to Idol right now. Boba, please. Ooh. The seat is pretty good. There we go. Did the League new band? I did! They did Paranoia, right? Paranoia by from Art Steel? I thought it was pretty good. I didn't like it in the first listen, but after listening to it a little bit more, I'm like, okay, I can kind of understand it now. I just wasn't expecting that particular type of music for some reason. And the music video is very, very busy and a lot happens in it, so I just was not prepared. Bird Ham, thank you very much. Favorite streamer's back. I'm back, baby. Let's go. I'll say, yeah, Pumpy. I think your content is lovely. It's very comfy. Also, your models are great. Hi, Captain 7. welcome on in. You didn't have the music going to VOD for the Hollow Knight music, right? I did, yes. The music for Hollow Knight music is not going to be on the VOD. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money on a suffocate me, so my tears can be red. Oops. Lyrics go for this. Grow back again, just like the sea. Everything wants to live. We unravel to forget. You cannot eat money on a. You cannot eat money on a. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money on a. You cannot eat money on a. You cannot eat money on a. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money on a. When I have some time, I should go back to the VOD clip, Honey singing, and make myself a cover video. Please, I'd rather get better audio. Friar Vinxie, thank you for the 2 Raiders. Why did I say 2 gifts up? My brain not reading. It's thinking about Aurora. Welcome on in, Raiders. I hope you had fun playing Warhammer. VOD just hunt. I just checked. Thank you, Neko. That's very kind of you to check. I got a little worried for a hot second. You will not be eaten by DM City State? Yeah. I left my previous VOD settings on, and I've been keeping them off for the most of the VODs, just so I can listen to my own playlist. More people drawn in by the cute gobbo. By all the weird noises I'm making. I'm glad y'all find it fun. I like making them, and I'm glad you don't think it's weird. Yeah, bro, I'm back from my vacation. I'm glad you had fun. You cannot eat money on a. You cannot eat money on a. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money on a. You cannot eat money on a. You cannot eat money on a. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money on a. And working with Sun is such a delight. I got to work with Sun to make Gobulin's new model. Oh, it was so much fun. Drawing the model legitimately for me takes the most time, because I have to figure out all the details of like, okay, if things are going to move this way, how do I need to cut to accommodate for it? And so Sun, having experience in rigging and the incredible speed and ability to draw, so nice. If I ever needed any edits, I would just message him and go like, hey, I need this cut. And they'd be like, say no more, I'll get it to you as soon as I can. And it would be very, very fast. Sun is absolutely delightful. I highly recommend you check out their stream. They're very, very good, and like, it's very fun to watch them draw because you can see how a speedy artist works. It's entertaining to watch. I'm a bit of a slower artist. I'm fast at rigging, slow at illustration. Sun is fast at both. But we're running out of time. All the echoes in my mind. There's blood on the line. Doors open wide. There is nowhere for you to hide behind this room. Oh, I forgot Sun's hair. I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the wolves tonight. I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the. All the echoes in my mind. There's blood on your lies. The stars open wide. There is nowhere for you to hide. The hunt is. Whoop, wrong way. I'm running with the wolves tonight. I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the wolves tonight. Oh yeah, Sun's Tail, so adorable, so fluffy. I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the wolves tonight. I'm running with the wolves. Alright, my turn to draw myself. So the singing and the music is the icing on the cake for how well things have been going for me lately in regards to good vibes. Got my car fixed, lease renewal, and had a small increase in rent. Ah, okay. Glad it was only small. The new job is so much better for me mental health-wise, and things are good overall. I'm so glad, Gilbert! I'm so glad your job is better for your mental health than it has ever been, because that's incredibly important. It's so important. Congratulations. Hang on to those W's. Sometimes things do get rough, but it's nice to celebrate the little wins. Also, Miss Marble Fox, thank you for the resub with Prime. Happy 4 months. Welcome on back. And maybe you want to draw more Sun fan art? It's so much fun. Sun is the easiest person to draw, in my opinion. Like, I even struggle to draw myself more than I struggle to draw Sun. Something about his vibe makes him very easy to draw. Can I stop singing so perfect I'm melting? No. The other day I was thinking of honey cover a Vocaloid monster. Ooh, maybe gonna draw that. Thought about doing a cover for a bunch of songs. One of the problem is one of the songs I wanted to do a cover for, I don't speak Japanese, so it unfortunately would not sound that great. It would be missing a little something. Ooh, Runaway's a good. I'm just making layers right now. And I was running far away, and I would love the world someday. Nobody knows, nobody knows. I was dancing in the rain, I fell in love, and I finally, oh, take me home where I belong. I got. Oops. Aurora's so soothing. I've seen videos of IRL concerts so much she's the exact same. That is incredibly cool that she can put out the same vibes in the music videos as on stage. You don't get that sometimes. Also, Ulrich, I hope you had fun watching Hell of a Boss. It's a good episode. Guttural, I did my first paid commission a bit ago, and they were so kind. It was such a nice experience. Congratulations, Guttural! That is awesome. I'm glad your first commission experience went well. Sometimes it can be rough. Don't worry. It's okay. As long as you communicate with your client and your client communicates with you, you'll be good. Coffee Bun, thank you for the resub. 4 months. 4,000 years. Nice that time's passing so slowly for you. Dad, you forgot to save no! I hope you had fun in Baldur's. Sucks that you forgot to save. Hopefully you didn't lose too much progress. Honey's beautiful voice, always like Honey for the Soul. Thank you. Take me home where I belong. Got a lot of place to go. Gotta write that. Accessories, good. I can't take it anymore. I kept running for some place to fall. I kept running for a soft place to fall. Running for a soft place to fall. I kept running for a soft place to fall. And I was running far away, and I would love the world someday. Oh, take me home. Take me home where I belong. I got a lot of places to go. Oh, take me home. Take me home where I belong. Oh, take me home, home where I belong. Oh, 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 take me home, home where I belong. Oh, 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 where I belong. Oh, oh, take me home, home where I belong. And take home. I like a robot. Yeah, but the new episode of Hell of a Boss is real good. Yep, it's real good. This is very adorable. Ooh, the Pamour. I really missed Heidi's night singing. I can feel less anxious these days. Glad you're back, hon. Where's the best for you? It's nice to be back. Glad I took the time off, and I'm glad to be back. I think this needs to be smoother. I don't like how sharp that line is. My eyebrows aren't that pointy. In fact, thank you for the posture check. Death, I beat a really hard boss only to rush into another really hard boss and die and realize I forgot to save after the first really hard boss. No! Oh, I'm so sorry, Death. I'm so sorry you went through that. That sucks. Oh. Silver, if you haven't, I recommend checking out the Elden Ring Convergence mod. Even if it's just checking out weapons showcase that add new features where they're like, oh. Oh, seeing the scene of Fizz with the deaf kid. Oh, that was so sweet. Oh, I loved that scene. It was so good. You tried the Suika game? No, I haven't tried the Suika game. The only game I've been playing recently is a little bit of Baldur's Gate, just to sort of gauge if I would actually be interested in doing a playthrough on stream. And I think it's fun on my own, like with a couple of homies, but I'm still figuring out if I want to stream it, to be completely honest. It's just so big. It is a huge game, and that is nice, but that is a lot of content to stream. You singing Goblin? Not well. No, not very well. Is Honey on the Melon game brain rot? No, not yet. I have seen people doing that, though. It looks fun. Like a little phone game. Also, Sneaky Goblin, thank you for the resub. 13 months. Welcome on back. Do you upload high-res versions of your art on Ko-fi or anywhere? I do not. I do post them to Twitter, and I definitely need to start posting them a little bit more frequently onto my other socials. There's so many socials to keep track of. To a certain extent, you just get really burnt out trying to keep up with them. I'm not back in. Death, you have 5 Baldur's Gate characters? That's so many. Nothing wrong with that. That is, you like that game? Play it all you like. But dang. You can play a free version in Google. If not, I can share a HoloLens version. Oh. Just gotta be careful of the naughty parts of the game. Yeah, I think there's a censor filter you can use. Colby, thank you for the hydrate. I'm thirsty. Curious to see the other major sins. Oh yeah, from Hell of a Boss? Yeah. Alright, before I get too distracted, because I completely forgot. I completely forget what we were talking about. I completely forgot if I covered this yet. Yeah, I spilled mustard on my shirt. That was embarrassing. But that's okay. But it was mostly a rest day that day, if I remember correctly. We called it a rot day, where we were just allowed to relax. We didn't have to do anything. No one was forcing us to run around. We were just like, we're going to rest. We're going to relax. And it's going to be okay. No one's gonna make us feel bad about resting. And I'm very glad we had that day, because it really showed me how I am very bad at resting. Like, very, very bad at resting. It's impressive how bad I am at it. I'm getting better. I'm practicing. I'm learning how to rest properly. It's a process. Gotta bunk you on. I know, but I'm learning. I'm doing my best, and I have gotten better. But yeah, let's see. What else did we do? Up the years on one hand that we've been together. I need the other one to hold you, make you feel better. Oh, I think that day we went upstairs to the roof and we turned on a little propane fire. It was really nice and cozy. And Moon had a bunch of like therapy tarot cards. Oh, it was so nice. It was so cute. So there are these like tarot therapy cards where it's just like little inspirational quotes where it's like, you're doing your best, don't be mean to yourself, you know, stuff like that. And I'm not explaining it as if it isn't a super sincere thing. Like, it's genuinely very nice. They're like little cute inspirational quotes with really adorable art. Yeah, they're therapy cards. It was so nice. I go, don't mind me. Oh, okay, eat your dinner, have a good one. Therapy cards. Ooh, clever. Yes, therapy cards. But yeah, we each drew one because some of us were having a rough time. I was having a rough time learning how to relax, and I was just generally stressed because new locations, sometimes that just happens. I was just doing my best, and I got a really nice card. We took time and went in a circle and read each other our cards because in a way they weren't just meant for us, they were meant for everybody. And it was really nice. It was just a nice cozy time. We hung out upstairs. I think this trip is very interesting to try to explain because this trip was a lot more like resting with friends. There was less of big, huge events that would happen, you know, where it's like there are big, memorable things. There were plenty of amazing things that happened, but they were all very soft and gentle. Very much the things that we could not usually do when we're far apart. Like, some people would just make food and share it with someone nearby. Or Chum would take a sip of Baja Blast and then share it with whoever was thirsty, you know? We'd do little crafts together, and we'd go walk around the Target and just point out some fun stuff. Look at outfits we might enjoy wearing. It was really, yeah, it was felt like more of a friends trip than a big eventful vacation, if that makes sense. There were still events, like Ren Faire, which is coming up. We'll get to it. About two friends and I played our first TTRPG a few days ago. We picked Blades in the Dark. I was a GM and it was the most fun I had of all. Nice. I'm glad you had fun. They tell me you made s'mores. We did buy the materials to make s'mores. We did not make the s'mores because I think the fire died a little early, so we had to replace the tank. But I think the person who owned the Airbnb did not refill the tanks, so can't wait to wait. I have the opposite problem. I can't motivate myself to do anything, and I get panic attacks when I don't do anything. Then I do something, and I wind up too tired to put my all in. That is rough. I don't really know if I have an answer for that, and that's okay. But just be nice to yourself. You're already trying your best, so you gotta be kind to yourself because you are. Beating yourself up over not being able to do what everyone else can do, or what feels like everyone else can do, will just make it harder. Curious if Vibsy is going to go the route of Lucifer filling the role of Pride in The Sins, or he's one of the many other demons that wore the crown. I don't know. I'm very curious. So if I see Jummy's reactions, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love Pewamore. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where you from? You might be the one who's running things. Well, you can ring anybody's bell to get what you want. See, it's easy to ignore trouble when you're living in a bubble. So what are you gonna do when the world's on orbit around you. So what are you gonna do when nobody wants to fool with you? Ain't it fun living in the real world? I gotta stop singing so much. I'm gonna wear out my voice. But then again, I'm not streaming until later this week. I might stream Wednesday. We'll see. Maybe, because it won't be Halloween. And then I'll have a break before I stream on Friday. I'll think about it. I'll consider it. Guys, can I talk about one epic thing I did during Baldur's? Yeah. Go ahead. Tell it. I'll do my best to find it. Bugs Fanny, you got a beautiful singing voice? Thank you. Been a long time practicing. Long time practicing and gaining enough confidence to sing like this. Singing can be very nerve-wracking. Don't go crying to your mama, 'cause you're on your own in the real world. Don't go crying to your mama. I go more hunt streams. I do want to start streaming a little bit more, so I'm gonna try to squeeze in potentially a 4th stream during the week, just because things are calming down construction wise around my place a little bit. We shall see. But like for now, keeping the same 3, but I would like to add in a 4th stream per week if I can. And it's, you ever do karaoke? I've done karaoke I think twice, maybe once. It was fun. I do want to do it again. Glad I taught you how to set up the music track. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm glad. Right. Tell my friends Kippy Doggo to stop watching your stream. Pay attention to my D&D session. You're great, but needs to fight. Skippy, pay attention to D&D. Have fun. The VOD will be here, and I'm potentially streaming again Wednesday, or if not, I can see you on Friday. Have fun in D&D. You got this. Azrael, finally able to catch one of your streams again. I got a new job as a barista. Not a lot of time to myself. Fair. Hello, Manny. Hello, Manny. I hope you're doing well. I love you, Manny. Manny, look. It's you. There you are. That's Manny. Let me. Thank you, guy. Thank you for shouting out Manny. Good timing. Look at how good I drew you. You look so smug. Everything is better with a crossbow. Indeed. I love how both you and Gary are brandishing your weapons, and yet you can kind of tell Gary purchased his sword. Something about the way you're smirking tells me you didn't. But Manny is never in a crime. Manny never done a crime. No, no, no. No way. I don't believe it. You trying to tell me many cult of many at twitch.tv/cult of many committed a crime? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Ooh, I love ignorance. Let's go. It's a song. It's a circle, a mean cycle. I can't excite you anymore. Where's your gavel, your jury? What's my offense this time? You're not a judge, but if you're gonna judge me, well, sentence me to another line. Don't wanna hear your sad songs. I don't wanna bring you pain. When you said it's all my fault, 'cause you know we're not the same. We're not the same. Oh, we're not the same. Manny's only crime if you get caught. Exactly. Manny's never been caught, so Manny has obviously never committed a crime. No one's ever charged her. Flawless logic. A perfect clean record for the lovely Manny. Death. Its Yankee bards are terrifying. It kept dying to this demon and his minions who made a deal with other demons to kill everyone in the temple. Not realizing that meant him too, so I used persuasion to not only convince him to kill all his minions and the player bees, but himself too. I can't fail persuasion checks. My bonus is add up to like plus 17. Bards are terrifying in a best way possible. Rapture. The person, well, you can't take it. The same tricks that once fooled me, they won't get you anywhere. Once the song is over, I'll do the song redeem. Aki, thank you for the breathe redeem. Gaudem Buggin, thank you for the resub. Happy 7 months. Welcome on back. It's good. It's good. Will you treat me just like another stranger? Well, it's nice to meet you, sir. I guess I'll go. I'll best be on my way out. You treat me just like another stranger. Well, it's nice to meet you, sir. I guess I'll go. I'll best be on my way out. Ignorance is your new best friend. 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 Exactly. No body, no crime. Let me stop. I'm not that bad. No, no, no. Are you coming into my chat and accusing Many, my good dear friend Many, of crimes? I will not stand for this. Nice to meet you, sir. I guess I'll go. I'll best be on my way out. There we go. I think that's... There we go. Is we business? My little emo heart. Wait. But yeah, let's take a little song break. And then we can get back to telling more stories about camp. Well, what? And there's still an okay number of hands on the screen. Aha! There we go. Song break for singing too much, right? A little song break because I'm singing too much. A little bit. Let's see. But Aku, thank you for the breathe redeem. Let's see, because a song that I could sing. Let me try. Why did I sing Into the Unknown? I do like that song. I also really like when Aurora sings it. It's just so nice. Wait. I have problems with the second Frozen movie, but that's okay. There's still some real good music in it. Also, Dr. Ren Faire, thank you for the resub. Happy 6 months. Welcome on back. Alrighty. See if I can do this. Actually, I'm gonna close my window so that my neighbors don't hear me. Because I don't think they would want to hear me singing so loudly late at night. Ah, there we go. Yeah, alright, I take a quick sip of water. I can hear you, but I won't. Some look for trouble, while others don't. There's 1,000 reasons I should go about my day and ignore your whispers, which I wish would go away. Oh, oh. You're not a voice, you're just a ringing in my ear, And if I hurt you, which I don't, I'm spoken for, I fear. Everyone I've ever loved is here within these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your calls. I have had my adventure, I don't need something new. I'm afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. What do you want? 'Cause you've been keeping me awake. Are you here to distract me so I make a big mistake? Or are you someone out there who's a little bit like me, who knows deep down I'm not where I'm meant to be? Every day's a little harder as I feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. Oh, are you out there? Do you know me? Can you feel me? Can you show me? Oh, 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 oh. Where are you going? Don't leave me alone. How do I follow you into the unknown? I wonder how many kids actually dressed up as Elsa after the second movie. I know after the first movie, it must have been a huge amount. There must have been a lot from after the second movie. But he's still pretty. I'm a workaholic. I'm fixing it. I'm working on being a workaholic. There's a mashup of this song where it combines the movie version with Panic at the Disco. Oh yeah! If I remember, Brendan Urie sang the Panic at the Disco, or the song as well. Let me get my tablet back up. There we go. I can fix her, or I can make her worse. the redemption arc. No, the corruption arc. Thank you, Trick. I'm glad you liked it. Let me turn on the music. Oh, be still, my beating heart. It's Misery Business by Paramore now. Singing about a siren that's into the unknown, but the only one I see is right here with your beautiful voice. I like singing that song. It's a very lovely one. That's amazing. Thank you, Pancakeified. You're improving every time. Yeah! Progress. Progress. Aerodrift, thank you. I'm glad you like the singing. From the top, she's got a body like an hourglass, is ticking like a clock. It's a matter of time before we all run out. And I thought he was mine, she got him by the mouth. Mr. Beautiful singing because of ads? Aw. I will probably sing while I draw. Just a habit. Whoa, I never meant to brag, but I got it what I wanted now. Whoa, it was never my intention to brag, to steal it all away from you now. And as always, swoon. I'm glad I can make my friends swoon a little bit. Give them a little bit of the wobbly knees when I sing. This is the part I always think of you. Oh, the Paramore song? That's so good. And about forgiveness, we're both supposed to have exchanged some sorry, honey, but I passed it up. Now look this way. Other girls who do it just like you, looking as innocent as possible to get to who they want and what they want. It's easy if you do it right. I gotta focus on this line, because this line is going to make me so frustrated. It was never my intention to brag, steal it all away from you now. Cause I got it what I wanted, and I couldn't know you would. Cause God, it just feels so good. I watched his wildest dreams come true, not one of them involving you. Just watched my wildest dreams come true, not one of them involving. I'm wondering, ever since I watched you stream, I've always been curious if your VTuber model's skin can be green screen. If it can, what would you do? Maybe I'd make it a different color. It could probably be green screen though. I have had to avoid green in green screens just because it is so close to my color tone. I never meant to brag, but I got it what I wanted now. Whoa, I never meant to brag, but I got it what I wanted now. Whoa, it was never my intention to brag, to steal it all away from you now. But God, does it feel so good? Cause I got it what I wanted now. And if you could, then you know you would. Cause God, it just feels so. It just feels so good. What if Honey has a Paramore pushed all over her room? Straight up, I have never bought any posters from any bands before. I was too self-conscious to go outside and let people see that I liked things. I was a very self-conscious kid. Red and Pecos, thank you for the resub. Happy 3 months, welcome on back. Thank you. Sometimes a Paramore song will pop up on my playlist and I would miss you during vacation. Oh, Neko, that's so sweet. What the heck? Oh, it's so nice. Guess now? Yeah, nobody can stop me now. I'm an adult. I can like things openly. I can like music openly. I'm such a bottom for Hun. Yeah, but that's okay. I let you down. Miss my streamer a lot. I miss streaming. I miss hanging out with y'all. Gladius, absolutely stunning. You nailed the high note. Every time I hear you sing, it's a blessing to my ears. Thank you. Thank you, Death. I'm glad you like it. Oh, it's such a long and awful lonely fall down from this pedestal that you keep putting me on. What if I fall on my face? What if I make a mistake? If it's okay, a little grace would be appreciated. Remember how we used to like ourselves. What little life that's left, we need to keep it sacred. I know that you're afraid to let all the dark escape you, but we can let the light illuminate these hopeless places. Since you played Bard's Gate 3, opinion on Karlach. Haven't gotten that far in, but Karlach is quite nice so far. She's very bubbly and fun. Let us thank you for the posture check. And Lil Ken Zervero. Thank you for the hydrate. Da, 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 da. Nick, I gotta finish that drum. Oh, I have so much art I want to finish. Oh no, I ain't your hero. You're wasting all your faith on me. Oh no, I know where this goes. Just to be the savior does a thing like me. La 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 la. Don't let me let you down. Hey baby, I'm not your superhuman. And if that's what you want, I hate to let you down. I got your hopes up, now I got you hoping that I'm gonna be the one that lets you down. Hey baby, I'm not your superhuman. And if that's what you want, I hate to let you down. I got your hopes up, now I got you hoping that I'm gonna be the one that lets you down. I am getting so distracted by Paramore that I keep forgetting that I meant to talk about what I was doing. There we go. Let's see. Oh, Rose Colored Boy. Oh no, Paramore, my favorite album. What was the first CD album you ever bought? Ooh. The earliest one I can remember was I was really young. I think I can't remember if it was an MCR album like the Black Parade or or if it was like Black Veil Brides. For some reason that one is sticking in my head as like, was that the first album I bought? I don't listen to much about Black Veil Brides anymore. I just thought it was so fascinating to hear, I think it was like Andy Black's voice. Just like, I've never heard a voice like that. I know there were voices like that, I just had never heard them before. But otherwise, a safe bet is probably MCR. The Shrek soundtrack when I was uber young. I wish you were all rose-colored too, my rose-colored boy. On the topic, I remember when I was 5 and my mom got the Pokemon soundtrack on cassette. Oh, it had the Poke Rap and everything. Mom was cool. That's a pretty cool thing. Can't help but be distracted by music and art. Two of my favorite things. Whispers alone. It has been a bit. I've been on vacation and taking care of my brain. So I took a break. And I'm back. I have taken my glasses off. You got me nervous. And you turned it into a joke. Half empty, girl. Don't make me laugh out. Just let me cry a little bit longer. I ain't gonna smile if I don't want to. Hey man, we all can't be like you. I wish we were all rose-colored too, my rose-colored boy. You're so inspiring and fulfilling. Thanks. It's so much fun. Leave me here a little bit longer. Think I want to stay in the car. Don't want anybody seeing me cry now. But you would never see my mind. Just let me cry a little bit longer. I ain't gonna smile if I don't want to. Hey man, we all can't be like you. I wish we were all rose-colored too, my rose-colored boy. A little bit longer. I ain't gonna smile if I don't want to. I know we all can't be like you. I wish we were all rose-colored too, my rose-colored boy. I have to leave for dinner and come back to Honey being adorable as always. I'm glad you ate Super Blue. Z, I love Ado. I love Ado. Her music's so good. It's so fun. I think I love Show. Her new song Show is really good. Let's do a song that is yeah, there we go. That is a little chill. Yes. I want to learn voice acting so much. Do it. Do your best and learn. If you enjoy it, pursue it. You know? Comfy Eliza, thank you for the sub with Prime. Welcome on in. I hope you're cozy right now. I hope your Monday's been good to you. Hummingbird, summers. It did not work. I love this song. Oh no. Hanging in the balance. Have you brought the light back? And on the night shift. She's who I get away with. Realizing she might be all I need. in this life. When I saw a cold snap, I wasn't with the season. Tag was on the ankle. Outside there was a season. In here, paper walls all came back on you like eventually. I can't hit that low note. Hummingbird's such a good song, though. Hummingbird, I know that's our time, but stay on with me. And hummingbird, I can never unsee what you shown me. Stay on with me. Realizing she might be all I need in this life. When you realize there's someone there that needs you, tagging on the feeling for no reason. Yeah, it's a good vibe. Spider-Verse music is amazing. But yeah, Z, I know, is also in a beautiful, beautiful one. I think Jedi started hiding Nekai fanfic. Wild. Stay on with me. And hummingbird, I can never unsee what you've shown me. Stay on with me. Would I sign up again? Would I sign up again? In the night, a slow song. Get the time like life is long. Wings beating 1,000 strong. Would I sign up again? Would I sign up again? In the night, I'm a slow song. Get the time like life is long. Additional within reason and hummingbird. I know that's our time. Stay on with me. And hummingbird, I can never unsee what you've shown me. Stay on with me. Love how honey draws your hair. Thank you, Neko. I've been getting better at hair and I'm feeling more comfortable with it. I like my hair is genuinely a little messy all the time, but I like it. Thank you for the breathe reading too. Thank you for the head pats. I'm gonna take a little sip of water. Have to go for food in this weather of 10 degrees Celsius. Wish me luck. Good luck. That's pretty chilly, isn't it? Can't wait to see more streams while I'm working. Between animating, starting a comic, and learning to rig in live 2D, gotta have something to keep me going. Dang, that's a lot of things to take on. Impressive. At the same time, don't worry if you gotta just do one of them. It's really cool to be so passionate, and I hope that that passion carries you forward and allows you to learn so much. But also be wary of burnout. It's a real thing, and from experience, I will tell you, it sucks. It sucks quite a bit. Alright, now where were we in the story? Let's see. I think it was a relaxed day. And ooh, dreaming is good. Let's see. Afterwards. Yeah, it was mostly a rest day. Alright, ooh, this one was fun. Alright, this one was real fun. We're getting close to the Ren Faire day, but I think y'all are gonna like this one. So this day was beach day. what does beach day mean? Well, we went to one of the lakes in Minnesota, and it was very nice. It was very fun. Everyone brought their own swimsuits. We knew at some point the Goofs were gonna have a beach arc, and this was the trip. This was the trip. We were all gonna bring our best swimsuits. It was so much fun, and I was very nervous because every one of the Goofs is incredibly hot. I was panicking. I was having a time. Truly a time. Will you be posting a new art bod one day? Yeah, I will keep posting art bods. Right now, they are just sitting in my YouTube as private. I just have to create thumbnails for them and then post them. My mod guy has been helping so much with that, but we've both gotten so busy that we've fallen behind. And I have an experiment idea for you for Friday. Want to try to stream at your normal time, so 6 instead of 5 like today. But you listen to your work playlist, see if that'll keep you up. When you did your playlist stream, you went for 5 hours. Ooh, yeah, I remember that. So your playlist might let you stay up longer. True. The downside to me staying up longer is that I know it may damage my voice. So that is the dangerous part of streaming for over 4 hours for me. If I at a certain point, I do have a plan for a 10-hour stream. But I don't want to risk hurting my voice. So that's why right now I'm building up my endurance again and finding my comfort level and trying to stretch how much I can do. While not doing too much. If that makes sense. But yeah, ooh, a swimsuit. No, that means I was Code everything. Yeah, Code lost a bunch of things while we were swimming. Also, Pickup Truck Gaming, thank you for the visa. Happy 8 months. Chloro Jets, thank you for the 100 shinies. When I really like streamer, I listen to their singing, even if they aren't good. But your singing and humming is definitely a blessing. Thank you, Clara. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to say. Also, Skirt, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders! We came at a good time. We're just talking about my vacation and how we went to the beach. And everyone wore swimsuits. I was very normal. And looked at everyone a very normal amount. Yes. Yeah. Very normal. The 10-hour foretold Dark Souls 2 stream? Yeah, you know the one. You know the one. Eridith, thank you for the visa. Happy 3 months. Welcome back. Thank you for the chill stream. It's motivating me to work on my art as well. Enjoy your art. I hope you have a good time and everything goes smoothly with it. Mr. Snack, thank you for the 100 shinies. And Death, thank you for the 100 shinies. The customary honey goblin second hype train. Gotta make sure the IRS doesn't steal my kneecaps. They're gone already. Well, they can't steal them if they're already gone, though. They'll just start taking other bones. Honey, real question here. Kaukini. Yes. Yes. Moon wore a Kaukini, if I'm not mistaken. Listen, a lot happened that day. I am almost certain Moon wore a Kaukini, and oh! Moon is incredibly hot. Even without a Kaukini, Moon is incredibly hot. Gabi wore her swimsuit, and Gabi's swimsuit was the retro one that she sells on her store. You can go to her fourth wall and actually get the swimsuit. My friends are really hot. My friends are very hot. Oh god, hi, Mr. Mata. Thank you for the 100 shinies. But yeah, I'm so normal. So normal. Guys, someone make a Dark Souls 2 mod that makes the movement less shit. No, we play it as is meant to be played. 10 hours of rage. Oh, man. Cyclops. The cloud of fog fills the chat. In the distance, a figure appears. It's a Cyclops with a fog machine, and he's being overly dramatic as usual. If it so pleases him, he may do that. But yeah, on beach day, a group of us, I think it was Gary, Sun, Many, and Gabi, and I, we went to Michael's, and we bought a bunch of materials for friendship bracelets. For the next day, we were just going to stay inside and rest. We were going to make friendship bracelets. I was so excited. I love making friendship bracelets. It's so much fun. But yeah, we got the materials for that and a bunch of beads, and some of them glow in the dark. And I got a bunch of I think it's called floss. Like it's type of thread that you use specifically for making friendship bracelets or doing embroidery. It's so much fun. I love making friendship bracelets. Honey Peppermint, thank you for the 100 shinies. Thank you very, very much. Snap is yeah, it was great. Also, hi Snap. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Yeah, it's vacation season. Vacation season's kind of wrapping up a little bit, so I was just enjoying it. And this, oh, these beach memories, they will last for a while. Yeah, let's see. I'm looking at my notes right now. Ooh, I bought Gabi some cute Halloweeny earrings because they matched her 90s aesthetic, her arcade aesthetic. Yeah, I saw. She saw them and was like, oh, they're so cute, and I was like, can I see? And she put it into my hand. Oh, silly little Gabi. I'm buying them now. She did this like 4 times during the trip. Every time she did not see it coming. It was so cute. But yeah, after we got a bunch of the materials, we just vibed, and then we went back to the house, prepped, and then went to the beach. It was nice. Mr. Wolfwood, thank you for the resub. Happy 4 months. Welcome on back. Doing well. Honey, you are stronger. I would have melted seeing everyone in a swimsuit. It was fun. It was a good time. But yeah, I love the beach. I dig big hole. Yeah, we actually at one point dug a hole and buried Cove in it. We buried Cove in the hole because, you know, it's a beach tradition. Someone's got to get in the dirt hole, and Cove volunteered, so we put her in there. But yeah, we set down the towels, and then some of us, well, I think a couple of us would always stay with the bags. And then we would go into the water. The water was not bad. It was actually quite good. I think not everyone went swimming though. I remember Gabi, Mr. Manager, Cove, Gary, and I. We were the ones who actually did the swimming. So we dove in. Problem was there was a bunch of like lake seaweed or like lake plants under the surface of the water, and it would tickle and feel kind of weird on your feet, and so we swam past it, and we were like, it can't keep going, right? It can't keep going. So we swam, and we were like, actually no, it's still here, let's turn around and go back. So we swam all the way back, and it was fun. The others, like Sun, Moon, Jumpster, Menny, and Gary, like Gary after swimming back, but like they started hunting a fish. They found a little fish and they were corralling it and looking for shiny rocks and just vibing. It was fun. It was fun. Like I said, they're shallow enough that it can be a whole, like, yeah, exactly. It was so funny. Like, I think for the most part, Mr. Manager, Gary, and Gabi and I swam the most, and then Cove lost one of her swim shoes in the plants underwater, and Mr. Manager had to look around and try to find it. I think she lost her shoe twice, and she lost her sunglasses once. After she lost her sunglasses, I was like, okay, homie, either take your shoes off or sit in the shallow end, because we're not gonna keep looking for your shoes. And she was like, yeah, okay. So she started hanging out and corralling the fish with the others. The seaweed, technically, I don't know what to call it. It's not seaweed, but it is it's lakeweed, I guess. Damn, honey, looking for BF for hunt. Listen, if I see Abe Sapien in the deeps, you will not be able to stop me. I will swim to the depths for him. Kelp? Seagrass? Algae? No, it wasn't algae. Lake kelp? Lake kelp? Maybe. Maybe lake kelp. Come across any lampreys in that lake? Didn't see any, like, weird looking fish. They were pretty simple looking fish, to be honest. What about reverse mermaid? Hmm. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be able to understand the expressions. The thing is, Abe is very expressive. Thank you, Doug Jones, for being so good, such a good actor. Just as my leg bone swimming is like, oh hell no. Fair, fair. I understand. But also, worth the risk, maybe? Maybe? Listen, I think I just got it bad for Abe Sapien. I think I just know what I like. And it is the Fishman from Hellboy. That is my type. That and Noi from Dorohedoro. I can appreciate all body types, and they are all very lovely. I do appreciate them all. But those two do something to me. And I can't fully describe it. Chat bring the spray emotes. No! No! Abraham Sapien is a mood. What an interesting name. Abraham Sapien. Yes, after that, beach day was really nice. Oh, everyone was so kind. Oh, Petra lent me her, I think it's called a sarong. It's like a little, like, it's just silk. Like black silk that's see-through on a belt. And you put the belt around your waist and it looks like a skirt, but it's see-through. So you have your bathing suit underneath. I got to wear a two-piece. It was nice. I just wore like it looks like a sports top and regular bottoms. And super fancy. I didn't wear anything too fancy. Okay, honey, looked real hot. I felt really pretty with the sarong on. I felt real pretty with it on. It was nice. I think I'm gonna get one for myself. That next time I go swimming, I can wear it on the beach. Moment that life hits you, you can't ignore the issue. You're disconnected from the world you thought you were part of. First, that the cool can burn is wrong. My hands are burning. Yeah, if it gets cold enough, your fingies will burn, and it sucks. Sirens would absolutely get honey by conjuring an illusion of Abe and Whirlpool. 100%. I would absolutely dive in head first. Listen. Listen. It's worth it. It's worth it. And it's you will see. Though we can't waste our time here, it's now or never. The relentless force of nature, the visage of our future. Sometimes, you know, it feels like fate is never on our side. And inside the vortex, have you here beside me? Hold me tonight, still a perfect sky. She will die happy. What a way to go. God Girl for Earther. Thank you so much for the resub. Happy 2 months. Yeah, it's art time. That's some fun. But yeah, for the most part, it was just hanging out, relaxing with the homies, being on the beach, enjoying the water. It's kind of like you hang out with your friends and all of the things you remember are the small, mundane ones that you cannot do and you cannot explain when you're far away. Things you miss, you know? Like, one of the things I would do constantly on the trip is to make sure my friends had enough water, is I would put an extra water bottle and always bring extra masks in my bag, just in case. So that if anyone was thirsty, I could give it to them. That's a hard thing to explain, but like, I always wanted to make sure that everyone would have some water. An hour early, but happy Halloween, honey. Happy Halloween! Goth Girl further. Hydrate. I believe you that someone is thirsty in the group of friends. It's me. It is I. The thirsty one. Adorable, you dork. I know. I know. I'm just very, very feeling very soft and happy about my friends. It feels good. Feels good. Oh, my card carrying mom friend. Yeah. I've always been a bit of the mom friend. Not bad. As long as my friends are okay. I know that I care about them. You know? Got to reduce this because my bust is not this big. I do not have the bust this big. It is smaller. Legitimately, this is closer. Helped him plant his seed. Oh, the bad weather. It's actually pretty easy being nice to a bitter boy like him. Got myself. Oh, thank you for the posture check. And Ritual, thank you for the 100 shinies. Honey caring for their friends is admirable and respectful. Boy, little stretch. I do the same thing and even have a friend's call or text me when they get in. Yeah, I like when my friends do that. They never have to, but I usually ask them, yeah, let me know when you get home. Soft like the top of a newborn's head. It's soft. How's our adorable goblins? Ready for Halloween? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm gonna relax and take it easy. Treat myself nice tomorrow. Nice occasion. I'll probably walk around and see the decorations a little bit. I think that's gonna be fun. Mom friend who can't mom for herself. The thing about being the mom friend is often you prioritize others over yourselves. I've learned that recently and it's not healthy. To a certain extent, you gotta be self-focused. Not selfish, self-focused. It's a nice term my therapist told me. Where she was like, well, there is a difference, and both can be seen as the same thing and negative, but it is important to know what you want and work towards it without always having to worry about others. It's good to be considerate, but to make sure to put what you want in there as well, because it's your life. The amount of comics I could make of Honey having bypans the goops. There's a lot. There's a lot of opportunities to make comics about it. It's impressive. Scotty knows Stacy's mom. Thank you for the 100 shinies. Look at this. Talented, amazing, wonderful, beautiful streamer. Get love, nerd. Thanks for being you and all you do. Thank you, Scotty. It's very kind of you to say. I do appreciate it. Need another mom friend. Oh, okay, I'll offer myself. No, Neko, I will not shift that responsibility onto you. I will not. I gotta take care of myself. Silver. So, honey, why a goblin? I'm just curious what made you want to be a goblin VTuber. Legitimately, it's because my friends and I started a Instagram called Honey's Homebrew, where we would make 5th edition items, you know, to add to your games. And I liked the alliteration, so yeah, we called it Honey's Homebrew. And based the characters off of ourselves. And so there was a goblin, an orc, and a drow. And then the 3 of us burnt out on it, and after the pandemic, or not after the pandemic, when the pandemic began, I was like, well, there's this thing called VTubing. I've seen Hololive. I didn't think I could ever stream, but I saw my stream, and she's much more low energy and artistic than the streamers I'm used to seeing. So I was like, oh, well, I really like the technology, but I don't really have a design in mind. So why don't I just use a design I already have? So I made a goblin. A pre-existing goblin that I already had. I made myself my character, and I made her move. And after a debut that I was not expecting that many people to be there, it took off a lot faster than I thought it would. I was honestly not expecting a lot of people to show up. I was expecting like two people, like my friends. And I think I hit at one point like 130 something people on my first stream. Yeah, for context, I had performance anxiety and still kind of do. So, 2 years later, here we are. Yeah, like 100 first stream, then 60 the second stream. Yeah, it did dip a little bit because debuts almost always have a lot more viewers because it's brand new and it's fun. I agree. I like seeing debuts. I like seeing people, like how people present themselves and like the technology with the models. It gives me ideas for my models. And so I kept working on my models, streaming, and doing art and having fun. Y'all have been incredibly kind to me. I know exactly why I walk and talk like a machine. I'm not becoming my own self-fulfilled prophecy. Oh, oh no, oh no, oh no. Exactly what I want and who I want to be. I know exactly why I walk and talk like a machine. I'm not becoming my own self-fulfilled prophecy. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Cardinal Jack, you're doing well, honey. If I was in your position, my heart would have shut down on the first day from anxiety attacks. I am glad I kept going through it. Because, genuinely, I think it was good for me to learn how to put myself out there. If that makes sense, you know? It gave me an opportunity to learn what my limits were and how I could go about kind of improving myself around them, you know? I don't know if that fully makes sense, but yeah. Drop in the ocean, my question is less. I'm sorry, Plague Bear, I missed it. Just Pat is fine. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. How are y'all doing? I'm just doing a little line art. Doing a little talk. I don't think I saw your debut, but I remember watching you fall 2020. Debuted April 2021. Yeah. Yeah. I debuted, I believe it was April 27th, 2021? Yeah. My debut is up on YouTube. Like, I have the full VOD. If you do exclamation point VOD, you can see the beginning model. Oh. I've gotten good. I've gotten much better. Also, Master Graveheart, thank you for the resub. Happy 13 months. Welcome on back. And Reaper, thank you for the resub. Happy 26 months. And Protean Squid, happy anniversary to ya. Easy. I feel that I'm on the spectrum and dealing with others. I've always had to process things from an autofocused perspective, or as you say, self-focused. Having to do with that against selfishness has always been a struggle. Sometimes it's hard to separate the two. Art is cute. Yeah, I like this art. Thank you, DJ. We're trying to figure out what the mohawk word of the stream should be, and I'm stuck between something typically spooky or something typically to the goose. So I'm asked this Gobble, what do you want? Halloween! Halloween! Blue Samoyed. Wow, 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 wow. Next, John, where'd you head off to? Well, I took a break. I went on vacation. Took a little mental health break. Went to therapy a bunch. Feeling better, so I decided to come back. Very gentle comeback. I'm getting back into it, and it's pretty fun. Having a good one right now, and hoping it'll continue, you know? Now, close to 3 years of knowing you. Dang, that is a long time. I forget how time works sometimes. I'm satisfied. Right? Are you satisfied with an average life? Do I need to lie to make my once you cross the line, will you be satisfied? Honey, guess what? What, Jedi? What's up? This time she had a professional tell her she's a workaholic. Yeah, pretty much. I had a professional tell me to calm down and cool it. Alright, gonna do the arms and the accessories, and then I think I'll call that an evening. Program I'm using for this, if I may ask? Depends. What do you, if you do exclamation point tools, you will find my general tools. Because I'm not sure what you mean by program, because I'm drawing in Clip Studio and I'm VTubing with a whole bunch of different other tech. The original? I'm glad you like my art. Jedi, you have almost 500,000 points. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Putting myself out there as a person has always been a struggle, mostly due to being afraid that I'll either be judged or accepted, yet invisible at the same time. It's hard. It can feel really risky to open yourself up and feel vulnerable with others. Because, in all honesty, sometimes people will see you for who you are and decide, oh, actually, thank you for showing me, but I don't know if we'll get along. And that is okay. It is not always a reflection upon yourself, you know? Sometimes you just don't vibe with another person. And that's okay. To not put yourself out there is to never be known, and that's incredibly lonely. Hard. But I think it's worth it. Even if it's not forever. Nothing is really forever. Just gotta enjoy it while it's there. Things can last a long, long, long time. But you should never start something with the expectation that, or the thought that if it doesn't last forever, it's not worth it. That's important. Sometimes the things that are the most worth doing are things that may not last and be permanent for eternity. Homework reminds me of what I want to do tomorrow. I've been meaning to make my own homework lately, and I think I'm nearing a good concept. Good advice. Thank you. Late gamer. Just popping in real quick, but I want to say I hope you have a great Halloween. I hope you have a good Halloween too! Oh, I meant Clip Studio. Sorry, I should have specified. Thank you. No worries, Sunburst. All good. I just wasn't sure which one you were talking about, because I would give you the answer. It's just this. Yeah. My bad, I misunderstood. But yeah, beach day was really good. Afterwards, we went to a little restaurant. We had some fun. We relaxed. And it was a good time in general. We got home and we slept. After beach day, ooh, I remember what we did. We went apple picking. After beach day, we went apple picking and to an art museum. So we wanted to celebrate Gabi's birthday early because, you know, her birthday was so close. So we figured, let's do something cool. So we went to an apple orchard and went to pick apples. There were so many wasps because so many apples had fallen that they were starting to ferment on the ground. It was attracting a bunch of wasps. We had to be really careful about where we stepped. It was very important. I was just patting spine. I'm sorry, I missed your message. I got distracted. I'm terribly sorry, but welcome on in, Raiders. Bugbear, thank you for the 100 shinies. Not in our Spookmas. The artist formerly known as Samhain. The gayest of holidays. The Mohawk word of the stream is Raskun, which means skeleton. The spookiest of things. The most terrifying of things. Yes, you are correct. Was the season for wasps to be angry? Yeah, they're real angry. But yeah, we picked a bunch of apples. I think it was Cove, Moon, Petra, Mr. Man, Gabi, and Gary. Yeah, I think it was the 6 of us. We went to, oh wait, 7, including me. We went to pick apples and it was lovely. We got some recipe for like apple crumble. And we used the apples throughout the trip as little snacks. And we baked with them. It was so nice. So nice. We did get to drink apple cider. It was quite good. I remember it being a little sweet for me, but it was still good. Our phobia where one person is afraid of their own skeleton inside them. That would be a scary fear to have, weirdly enough. Let's see. After we went apple picking, it was nice. Oh yeah, there was a tire swing that a bunch of us swung on. I did not jump on the tire swing because I got too nervous. I didn't know if I was gonna, I didn't know if I was gonna look silly on it, so I didn't jump on it. But yeah, let's see. Fermenting apples. Brought cider back and crumble. Yeah, and after that, that evening we went to the art museum. I think it was like, it had a specific name, but it was like Minnesota Art Gallery, I think it was called. Minneapolis Art Gallery. But yeah, we went there. It was really nice. Downside to it, it is laid out in such a confusing way that you will get lost. You absolutely will get lost. There is no doubt about it. And it's a bit rough to go into it without knowing that, because a bunch of us did kind of lose where we were supposed to be going. But that's okay. We eventually found each other. It wasn't too bad. I just felt bad because a couple people got separated and we had to go look for them. But it's okay. It was all good. We all made it out of there. I did get a really cool color wheel pin that showed the different color combinations, you know? It was so fun. So fun. I liked it. I still got it. I like it. It spins. I'll stim with it a little bit. Yeah, it had like a bunch of cool statues and historical art. And it had some tapestries that were really cool to look at. I didn't see everything because I kept getting so lost. I missed out on a whole bunch of rooms that were really cool. So maybe one day I'll go back. Maybe I'll go back and go see it. What's life without being a little silly once in a while? Exactly, true. I try to do my best to be silly, but some days it's hard. One sec. Excuse me. Sorry. My bad. I know. I was feeling a little self-conscious that day, though. Thank you for the bless yous. Did you touch everything? No, you weren't allowed to touch anything. It's one of those touch with your eyes things, not with your hands. They modeled the museum after a casino? I don't actually know. I feel like I would have loved an explanation. I remember Mr. Mann was telling us there was a room where they had light displays everywhere, and it would change the entire look of the room, and I was like, I did not see that. I would have loved to see that. Unfortunately, I didn't, so I'll have to go back some other time. Colby, thank you for the breathe redeem. Yeah, sorry, the previous song was Yosobi. Same thing with this one, too. I had a friend who had a phobia of the fact that there was blood in their body. They could ignore it until she got cut and bled. It wasn't the bleeding, it was that had been there all along. Ooh, rough one. Any hope all is well? About to get a stream, bless you. Thank you. You should not touch everything in the art gallery. Yeah, don't touch things in art galleries. You're supposed to look at them. It can damage them. But yeah, it was nice. Museum was pretty cool. I would definitely go again. I like art museums and galleries. They are really nice. I didn't go to that as many as I would have liked to in art school. Yeah? That crooked. There we go. Sorry, I got this hand to reach down there a bit more. There we go. But yeah, after the apple picking and museum, let's see. Hi, Rengoku. Welcome on in. Sorry, I got distracted by art. It happens frequently. Seems like it would have been cool to go. Yeah. There's a cool Van Gogh light show thing in art museum near me. Sadly, I never went. That does sound really cool. I love the really, really immersive exhibits. They're really cool. Is your pen track too? Because if not, it matches your movements well. Yeah, it actually is. There's actually a hand that I put in there, but I'm just hiding it for now. There we go. Come on, load. There we go. So you can actually see where my hand is tracking. I like to keep it on every once in a while, but sometimes I'll mix it up. Do not enjoy the thoughts of Schnozberry being blah. Blah. Hi, look. Hi. But yeah, I did think about playing using my work playlist, but I don't want to risk straining my voice for streaming too long, you know? Yes. Next day. I don't want to get too distracted. Let's see. Yeah, apple picking, museum. And then oh yeah, the next day, oh, this was the fun day where we got to see Gabi's Riz in action. So in the morning, Moon, Mr. Manager, and Gabi and I, we woke up early because we're the ones that wake up early. Not always, but we woke up early and we decided, let's go to get coffee. I don't really drink coffee, but I like the taste and the smell, and the drinks are fun. But we went, and as we're walking, Gabi sees a little farm, like a little urban garden, I think they're called, yeah. And she thinks it's like, oh, it's really cute. Oh, there's a gardener there. Let me go talk to them and ask them what these plants are. Oh, Mr. Manager and I and Moon all look at each other and go, just wait. We'll just wait a second. And so we watch. We wait and watch as Gabi, lovely, lovely Gabi, goes and talks to these very lesbian aesthetic farmers. And as she's talking to them, another one, I think there were only two actually, another one pops out from behind the bushes and heads over to go talk to Gabi. And as Gabi's talking to these farmers, the three of us just watching on the sidelines are like elbowing each other, going like, it's happening again. We're watching, because these gardeners or farmers were focused, very focused, and then you could see their faces light up as soon as Gabi came by, and you're just like, her passive riz absolutely charming them. And so when Gabi came back, she was like, oh yeah, these are what the plants are. Also, there's a farmer's market tomorrow. We should go check out the farmer's market because it's nice and early in the morning and we're up really early, you know? And I was just like, oh yeah? So what else do you talk about with them? And she was like, not much. They were just really, really nice. And I was like, yep, definitely. They certainly were very nice to you. Gabi, I hear like the Pied Piper for lesbian farmers. For real though. Gabi has a way with women. It's like, I can only imagine what it's like when a fella gets rizzed up by Gabi, because like for the most part, it has been women. From what I have seen, it has been ladies, like waitresses, raclette lady, lesbian farmers, service workers. Like, she just has a way of making them feel so comfortable and cozy. It is impressive. We all just love to watch it because it's real fun, and she doesn't realize she's doing it, which makes it all the more wholesome. Waitresses, lesbian farmers, strong cheese women, you name them. You name them. Could be pheromones? Perhaps. I don't know. I don't know what magic she possesses that makes her so cool. Sandwich lady flipping the dynamic. Oh, for real though. Sandwich lady saw it and went, I'm gonna still indulge in these vibes. I'm gonna do it my way. Oh, yeah. So we went and got some muffins and some coffee, and we found a really cool park with a little bench where we could sit and just eat all together. We ended up climbing a tree because I really wanted to climb a tree. And so Mr. Manager and Gabi and Moon were like, yeah, sure, bud. You can climb a tree if you want. We'll join you. And it was weirdly so much fun. I'm very happy about that memory. It's a very nice one. Oh, it was a good morning. And then we got back, woke everybody up, and then we went to the thrift store to find Renaissance outfits, you know, and just try to find more accessories for those of us who needed it. And so we went there, got a bunch of stuff for everybody. It was pretty fun just to like look at the clothes and see what could and couldn't work. I bought a skirt that I didn't actually use, so that's alright. I had my dress pants. As you can see, I had the dress pants here that I was using for what's it called? For the outfit. My hip is too far out in this anatomy. Come back. But yeah, we got the stuff at the thrift store. I think that was the day we went to Applebee's. Yeah, we went to Applebee's. And Jum got to experience having truly awful pasta, and it was pretty funny to watch. It was pretty funny to watch. Oh, she learned that day. But yeah, we went to Applebee's, we relaxed, and then we went to a game store afterwards, and everyone went and got their own stuff. Like, a lot of people got some cool books. I think almost everyone got dice. I got a little dice bag, and it was super cute. I wanted to get a pin, but at the same time I was like, these pins are nice, but they're not really my aesthetic, so maybe not. That's okay. But yeah, and after the game store, we went back home. Yeah, I was gonna say Applebee's. Blech. Blech. Yeah, fair. Let's see, after Applebee's, we went home, and I was finishing up sewing because I was making my own men's shift for the Ren Faire, and so this shirt you see is the one I made myself. It was a cool project I had because I needed a break from rigging, and so I would take on a new hobby, which was sewing. Perhaps taking on too many projects at once? No. I call it taking a break from rigging and sitting in one place to sitting in a different place with a sewing machine in front of me. So I finished sewing on the buttons and all the other stuff that I needed for the shirt to be done. And then pretty much just vibed with everyone. It was real nice. We all just hung out on the couch, took it easy. And then the next day we tested our Ren Faire outfits. It was really fun. Gabi wore the slit dress that I was telling y'all about. It was, she had like tiefling horns, like gold tiefling horns, and a red top, and a skirt that had like slits up to her hips. It was a good look, gamers. It was a really good look. It was a very, very good look, and I do appreciate it. It was so good. She accessorized so well with like gold colors too. It matched the tiefling horns. Gabi know how to dress. And then I tested out my outfit, tried it on. Unfortunately, the skirt wasn't working for me, so I used my dress pants. And Petra was kind enough to lend me an extra corset she had. So I got to borrow the corset, and it looked really nice. So I'm very lucky that she lent it to me. But yeah, and everyone looked so nice. And genuinely, getting dressed all together and testing out our outfits, in my mind, was more fun than going to the Ren Fair together. Like, the Ren Fair was fine. It was nice, but it was just not as fun as seeing everyone get dressed up and having fun and testing out their outfits. It was so much fun. It was so nice, and we were all in the comfort of our own homes too. It was so good. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way, and the posture check, Jasper. Let me take a little sip. But yeah, afterwards we got changed out of our clothes and back into our regular stuff, and then after that we went to, where was it? Oh yeah, that was also the day that Mr. Manager, Bobby, and I went to the farmer's market. We were the ones who woke up earliest, so we would actually make the farmer's market on time. It was really cool. Oh, there was a lady giving out cookies. She gave out some cookies. They were pretty good. And I think we went to a guy's stall where he was letting us test out a bunch of hot sauces. Ah! For context, I cannot handle very spicy things. My spice tolerance is not that great. Which is unfortunate because spice tastes really good. But Mr. Manager and Gabi would like actively protect me and go like, no, don't try this one. It's too spicy for you. And I was like, okay, I'll trust you. I'll trust your judgment because I don't have anything to help with the spiciness of it if I do eat something too spicy. So yeah, we went there. We got some food. I think we got a couple baked goods and brought them back for the group. Then we walked around and saw there were a lot of like urban gardens. It was really nice. And so we went back, and then what happened after that? I think it was just we went back, we shared the cookies with everyone, and then we tested the Ren Faire outfits. And that was the day we went to, oh yeah, Mall of America. It's massive. There's an amusement park in there. Like, there's a lot of things in there. And I was not really expecting there to be that much space. It's kind of insane how much stuff is in there. I don't know how someone can go in there every weekend and go like, yeah, this is where I hang out with my homies. It's like, no, this is a place where there are too many people and I want to go home. I go, damn, gotta stop that spicy drug. No. Please. But yeah, malls be like that. I've just never been to a mall that big before. It was huge. I never experienced a mall that large before, and it was a good experience because I was with my friends and like Gabi and Jum and everyone were making sure that I was not getting too overwhelmed. And it was very, very nice. I really appreciated it. And then we went to pretty much just got food, walked around, and then we stopped by to grab a couple essential things just before we went home, and we went to the aquarium portion. And after the aquarium, we kind of split off a little bit because I was getting a little overwhelmed by the amount of people. So I was like, could I just check out the aquarium? It's kind of quiet and there's fish. I want to see the fish. I like fish. And I would enjoy myself there. And so a couple of people stayed behind to help me. It was very kind of them. They did not need to do that. But yeah, I needed to take a rest from all the people. Silly little guy got overwhelmed by seeing so many people. work this arm here. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Yeah, then we get to do the accessories. Yeah, after that, I pretty much spent the rest of the time in the aquarium before we went home. And then after we went home, I think that was about it. It was we were all pretty tired after the mall, so I think we just ordered pizza again that night. I got a little tired of eating greasy foods by this day. I was like, I need vegetables, please. Please give me a vegetable. Oh no, drop the fish. No. Bring it home with me. This song is by E. I think it's called Last Dance. Yep. Last Dance by E. I don't have any redeems left. Yep, we're good. Alright, so next day was the Ren Faire day. Oh, the Ren Faire day. So Gabi actually got sick. So unfortunately Gabi could not wear that amazingly sexy outfit. So instead she adjusted it so she could be warm. So she wore a similar outfit, just with, instead of the skirt with slits, it was pants and it was a longer sleeve. It was very nice. Did you buy something? I actually didn't get anything from the Mall of America, I don't think. I think I got a hairbrush. That might have been the only thing I got. I got a hairbrush from Target. Yeah, I didn't get anything. I didn't want to have to carry things home. So I limited myself to the things I wanted to purchase, you know? Minnie's dress caught on something? Her tail. That's Minnie's tail. But yeah, what was I about to say? Yeah, we pretty much went home after that. We all just rested because we were so tired. And then the next day was Ren Faire. So we got up nice and early. We got to the Ren Faire around lunch-ish, and then we went inside. It's busy. The Ren Faire is really busy. I was not expecting it to be that crowded and that hard to navigate. It was quite difficult to navigate. So what kind of happened is after we split up, we split up pretty quickly because we were like, everyone wants different foods. So I went with the people who wanted to get a soup bowl. And I got soup. And as soon as I got soup, I was like, I need to calm down. I immediately went, okay, I'm gonna go walk around with my headphones in just to calm down. Don't even worry about it. There's just so many noises and so many people. I need to calm down. So I went for a walk for about an hour and a half. Just by myself. I saw an elephant. They had elephants and camels there. And as well as a donkey. That was cool. I had never seen those. I don't think I'd ever seen an elephant before. Maybe when I was a baby, but even that's a big maybe. An elephant. They're big. They're real big. They look so cute too. But yeah. Also, yes, of course I got soup. It is the food that feeds my soul. Her first outfit sounds similar to what your model's wearing right now. Kind of, just without sleeves. I was about to say, yeah. So I walked around with my headphones in for a while. I just went, I gotta calm down. I'm gonna relax. And then I eventually met up with the others. And I met up with like Jum and Albie and Moon and Bread, and I think Petra and Sun. All of us were together, and I joined just in time for Moon to pay for an insult. So what is paying for an insult? Well, paying for an insult is when you pay someone who is very, very eloquent to insult you. Now, this person was very, very kind. He was very, very professional. He was like, would you like an insult? And Moon was like, yeah, absolutely. And he was like, okay, excellent. There's a couple versions I can do. I can do the family-friendly one. I can do the slightly suggestive one, or I can do the raunchy one. And Moon was like, give me the raunchy one. And he was like, okay, cool. So we're gonna form a circle with everyone here. So we all of us made a circle around, like, with him in it. And he was like, we're doing this so that I am also going to talk in a lower cadence. I don't want any children around us to hear this. And we were like, absolutely, you know best, because this has probably happened to you many times before. And he was like, all right, what are your pronouns? And Moon was like, ah, yes, she, they, thank you for asking. And he was like, all right then. And then proceeded to just absolutely verbally destroy Moon in the best way possible. It was so good. It's a bard roast me. It is literally a bard roast me. It was so funny and so good. I could not have taken it. Absolutely not. I'm glad Moon was the one who was like, yeah, I'll do it. I can do it. I can handle it. And I was like, I would have cried. I think I would have cried, Moon. Moon's stronger than me, for real, for real. Moon laughing and having a good time. I would have been like, that kind of hurt my feelings, actually. I can feel how's it going. But yeah, it was lovely. And then we gathered up with the rest of the group. We saw a torture museum of like medieval torture techniques, and I was like, oh wow. People are messed up. Someone thought of this and went, this is how we will torment people. And I was like, why? That sounds like incredibly mean. Please no. Don't. But yeah, and then I think Petra got a turkey leg, and it looks so good, but they ran out of turkey legs by the time I got over there, so I was like, oh, unfortunate. And instead, we all hung out. We watched a joust. I'd never watched a joust before. It was fun. It looks incredibly scary and dangerous, so I don't think I would ever want to joust, ever. But also, it was neat. It was pretty cool to see, actually. Just to see how it works. I have a lot of respect for people who do jousting, because boy oh howdy, that looks hard and scary. It was very, very cool. Did you lift the lance? Probably not. Probably not, for real. Excellent. Honey, my first donut got finished being made yesterday. Oh, congratulations! I hope that you feel it represents you. Yeah, but the Iron Maiden wasn't a thing. Some British dude put spikes in a sarcophagus so he could sell it for more. Did it work? But yeah, and then we watched I think it was like Mr. Manager Cove and I think Many, and yeah, it was those three were shooting. They were shooting with crossbows. And the guy instructing them how to shoot crossbows would walk in front of them while the crossbows were loaded. Captain Jimbo, thank you for the raid. And Straxus Frank, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had fun playing Overwatch. Did y'all both play it together? If so, I hope it was fun. But yeah, you don't gotta lift the lance, it's strapped to you. That sounds scarier, actually. That sounds scarier if the lance is strapped to you. Hi Sparta, how's it going? I hope the Hololive Haunted House was fun. But yeah, it's what to say? Yeah, he kept walking in front of them. I made a dark joke as well when they came back. I was like, I think that guy was trying to get sent home early. For real. You could, like, all of them were just like, this is awful safety. No, please. Are you trying to get shot? No, no. But yeah, it was... No. Don't scare me like that, please, sir. I'm here to just admire the aesthetic of the pretty people while also just trying to find a turkey leg or some medieval food. But yeah, it was a lovely time. It was very, very fun. I think, oh yeah, we also got to watch Mr. Manager and Gary jousting, or not jousting, sorry, fencing a little bit, because you could go out to like one of the areas and they would put you in a bunch of safety gear and make you and like allow you to do some fencing, and it was really fun to watch. It was so much fun. We were rooting them both on. Oh, I think Mr. Manager won one, and then the Gary won one, if I'm not mistaken. And then I think Mr. Manager won the last round because Gary was being super fancy and decided to do like a spin, and Mr. Manager just like tapped him with the I forgot what it's called. Lance? No, it's not Lance. I'm getting sleepy. Oh no. I found my new limit by streaming Jones. But yeah, it was so much fun to watch. I was still having a bit of a rough time, and I'm very thankful that my friends were very considerate of me when I was like, yeah, I'm having a bit of a rough one. There's a lot of people here, and I wasn't quite ready for it. And they were like, yep, don't even worry about it, honey. We'll take care. We'll take care of you. We're not going to make you participate in anything you don't want to. And I was like, thank you so much. I love y'all so much. Y'all are so nice. But yeah, afterwards, we went back home. We rested. It started raining as we were leaving, so a lot of us got soaked, and we all had to take turns taking showers when we got back. Hey Valak, welcome back. Rapier or épée? Yeah, rapier. The more unsafe the work environment, the more fun you'll have. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true it is. Oh, it was, and Hololive is on YouTube. Mary Collect. Ah, saw how you were streaming right over here. No worries, you watch who you want to watch. Trying to remember. I don't think anything else really happened too much that day. We pretty much just had the Ren Faire, and then we were tired and we were like, let's just relax. We've done a whole lot of walking around and it's been fun, but also we gotta decompress from hanging out with that many people around us, because it was a lot of people. That's the downside of when I go outside. It's like, there's a lot of people out here. I'm gonna need a nap after this. Since you went to the shooting range with crossbows, have you ever been to a shooting range with rifles? No, I'm afraid of firearms. I am afraid of them. Yes, on outside there's people. Yes, there's people, but there's a lot of them. But yeah, let me just look at the list. Yeah, it was a nice day. The next day, it poured. It actually poured so hard. It was basically a rot day. We just relaxed. We ordered Thai food. And it was a perfect day for us to make friendship bracelets. And so we made friendship bracelets, and Jum was so cute. Not all of us made friendship bracelets, mind you. I think it was just a couple of us. Jum was so cute. She made me a friendship bracelet. She made me a little friendship bracelet. And I think she wrote a note for me that says, love you, and shoved it into my little dice bag without me noticing. Jum's so cute. But yeah. And so Gabi and I were like, we're gonna make Jum a friendship bracelet. We're gonna make Jum a friendship bracelet. And so we spent most of the evening learning how to do some complex braiding. And like, I think it was like a chevron knot, so that we could give them to Jum before we all went home. And she really, really liked it. She was so surprised when we gave it to her. It was so good. Gonzaga, glad you like the art. Yeah, it's fun. I just gotta fill in the gray spots and then we're good. I think, oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta put my little hair clip on. I had a hair clip. There we go. I almost always wear my hair clip. It's just it's good for holding my bangs back. I put my persona in Showcat and Discord if that's okay. So long as it's safe for work, yes, that is okay. You are welcome to share it in Showchat or in Artisan's table. Because yeah, Discord is safe for work. Gem is equal parts Precious Bean and Chaotic Gremlin. Yes, absolutely, you are correct. Yeah, we got sun up here. Sun. And we'll just do a fill layer for this. There we go. And then this one. Yeah, that day was mostly just a resting and doing friendship bracelets day. Like, again, the hard thing is to describe a lot of this trip was it was the things we couldn't do online is what we ended up doing in person. So soft and nice and so mundane and hard to explain, but so important that I would not trade it for big showy events, you know? Those are fun, but those are not the things I miss. It's the friends. Seen the Amazing Digital Circus? Not yet. Not yet. But yeah, I think, oh yes, that night we did karaoke. This was actually the first time I did karaoke, and Moon really helped me come out of my shell for this one, because Moon was so kind. She encouraged me, and they harmonized with me to start doing Paramore songs and singing together. It was really wonderful, and I'm so lucky that Moon was there to help me. Please tell me you and Moon did it. Yeah, we sung The Only Exception together, like a couple of Paramore songs. It was really nice. Let me dead guy. Thank you for the head pats. Thank you very, very much. Also, Jasper, thank you for the breather redeem. Let us wait. Drawing and listening to the stream, so I'm gonna look for a while. It was nice dropping into another stream. Hope you have an epic. Thank you. I will be wrapping it up very soon. I do want to finish this story because I am on the last day of the Camp Goofballs trip. I'll show you the little bits of art here. But yeah, let me just look at my notes real quick. Because let's see. The last day. Yeah. The last day, we were just cleaning up the Airbnb. We spent some time all together up on the roof, just out talking. People would work on their packing up, and some people would just hang out when they had a little bit of time. It was really nice. And then we made some airplanes. I taught the goose how to make paper airplanes, and we threw them off the top of the roof. It was really fun because the light from the window was really, really bright some mornings, so Petra bought me some poster board to put in my room so that it would block the light and I wouldn't be waking up so early. I still woke up incredibly early anyways, like at 6 or 7 each morning anyways, way before the other goose. And so we had the paper board left over. So I taught them how to make big ol' paper airplanes. And then we tossed them off the roof. We didn't toss them anywhere. We always kept track of them. There were only a couple of them. And so when we were done with them, we tossed them in the trash, and then we gave each other a bunch of hugs. We all felt real melancholy. And then we headed off to the airport. I was fortunate. I got to hang out with Jum a little bit before my flight took off. And then as soon as Pove and I boarded our flights, I think it was Gavi. I think it was Gavi, Mr. Man, Petra, and Sun got to hang out with. Maybe it wasn't all of them. I think it was a couple of them. Got to hang out with Jumpster for like 10 minutes before Jum had to board her plane. Hi, Ethereal. Thank you. Good night, Cardinal. Etheria. Stroma, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, boarded the plane. I had a good cry on it. And I got home, and I was tired. I needed a sleep. We all messaged each other when we got back home, and post Camp 3. I really miss them. I miss all my goofs. Every time. I think we all got hit with a little bit of post-camp depression. Happens every time, but doesn't mean it ain't worth it, you know? I'd do it all again, and I hopefully will. Thanks for the hug, Jedi. Also, Chroma, thank you for the resub with Prime. Happy 5 months. Welcome on back. I hope you're doing well. But yeah. Also, thank you for the song redeem earlier in the stream. Well, at least you had fun, and we'll see them again. Exactly. I'll see them again. But yeah, we did another 2 characters, and the grayscale for them is pretty much there. Or not the grayscale, the gray fill. So, you know what that means. I think it's about bedtime. Again from a Stroma, just in case I forgot. Y'all want a little song before you go to bed? You know what y'all need to do next year? Goofballs trick-or-treating? True. Goofballs trick-or-treating could be nice. But yeah, it's been nearly 4 hours. I can feel my throat starting to get dry and a little rougher. So, I will pull up the song I had planned. And after this Eve song is done, I'll sing a little tune. And we can get to bed. How's that sound? Song time, a little lullaby. Ended off Sleepy Time Junction. Let's go! Thank you for listening to me while I told my little goofball story. And for watching me draw art and keeping me company. I do really appreciate it. I don't know if you like sharks. My first son is a guitar playing shark. That's cool. I like sharks. They're pretty cool. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for listening. It's nice that y'all enjoy. Alrighty. Let's switch on over to basic for a little song. Whoa, little stretchies. Like hearing how much fun you had? I had so much fun. I think the hard part about this trip is so much of it was the small, intimate moments that are harder to explain, you know? But they're still worth it. They are just as important, if not more so, than the big stuff. Well, now that we're getting to a bit of a bedtime area, let's sing something. Let's see. Do we want something Halloweeny? Ooh, Come Little Children is very Halloweeny from Hocus Pocus. Come Little Children. Alrighty. Weenie. Oh yeah, one last thing about the camp. Almost every morning, Jumpster would wake up early, grab a corn dog from the freezer, heat it up, and then walk around to each of us and go, corn dog? Corn dog? Just like offering it to us very, very happily. She was so happy. She was so happy to have corn dogs. I love my friends. I did not accept they were her corn dogs. Listen, she don't come over here very often, so like she gotta savor them. That's so adorable, precious. Yeah, done with the NPC quest. I think Gabi did a little meme edit at one point where she drew Jumpster as the guy who wakes you up in Skyrim. She goes, "Ah, you're awake," but instead of "Ah, you're awake," it's just corn dog, corn dog. But yeah, any Nightmare Before Christmas? I don't think I can sing many Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know it enough. I kind of missed the Nightmare Before Christmas phase. I think it was a little before my age group. But yeah, Let's sing a little, Come Little Children. A nice creepy little song before we go to bed. How's that sound? Alrighty. Ooh. Some little children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchantment. Some little children, the time's come to play here in my garden of shadows. Follow, sweet children, I'll show thee the way through all the pain and the sorrows. Weep not, poor children, for life is this way, murdering beauty and passion. Now, dear children, it must be this way, weary of life and deceptions. Rest now, my children, for soon we'll away into the calm and the quiet. Little children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchantment. Little children, the time's come to play here in my garden of shadow. Happy Halloween! Alright, y'all better behave yourselves, okay? Make sure you're safe tomorrow. You don't go anywhere without telling anybody. Make sure you're safe and someone who can help you knows where you are. Have fun dressing up. Responsible. Just enjoy the season, you know? Fun. Alright, before we head to bed, Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. You can't make me go to bed, Mom. I'm gonna stay up late and watch cartoons and eat candy. And sleep. Sleep. Hi, Gubby! Speaking of the Rizzler herself, me on my way to the Garden of Shadow. 1 second. You beat me to it. You beat me to it. Y'all remember when I was talking about the Rizzler? The person with the utmost Riz who got the lesbian farmers to waitresses and the acrylic lady? That's the one. Check her out. I made her model. Sun drew it, I rigged it. It is the most recent work I have made. Incredibly expressive and fun. Check out copy. By the way, when your mic was cutting out some during the really quiet parts, again? Oh well, guess I'll have to sing louder next time. Unfortunate. I'll try to adjust it for next stream. Otherwise, I'll just have to sing louder songs. That's okay. I'm getting better at those anyways. But thank you for telling me, Scara. Alright. Let's see who. Also, Iovo, thank you for the resub. Happy 3 months. Welcome on back. No idea how I got here 3 months ago, but man oh man, has the stream helped my mental. Good. I'm glad, Tyovo. I'm glad it has helped. And Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. Much as bedlam and chaos as possible, get lost with no one knowing where we are and be unsafe as possible. Got it. No! Be mischievous, though. Have a little bit of fun. Good night, Gecko. You get some sleep. I will see y'all very soon. Let's quickly look for someone raid, since it is the Halloween season. Ooh! Alright. I know who we can visit. I just want to make sure they're not ending stream because I think y'all really like this VTuber. Just want to make sure they are not ending stream. That's important. Beautiful. So, we are going to be visiting Moon. Moobish to Space Witch. Also, at Camp 3, part of the lovely, lovely goofballs. Keep in mind, they are, first off, pronouns are they, she, they. I don't know why my brain stumbled on that one. But they're playing Slay the Princess, which is a horror game. Keep that in mind. If it is not your scene, absolutely fair. No need to hang out, because the content might be a little frightening for you. It does look like an incredibly fun game. So if you like horror games or like story games, or both, y'all might like it quite a bit. Ooh, that is a good raid message, guy. Thank you very, very much. My brain nearly completely forgot. Actually, no, it did forget. Let's get medieval in Moon's chat, because it's a medieval game. But yeah, I will be streaming on Friday, for sure, at, let's say, 5 p.m. EST. So that is 8 p.m. EST. And potentially streaming on Wednesday. I'm going to see how my throat feels tomorrow. Gonna relax, take it easy. Not gonna force it to come back. It'll be alright. A witch. Playing a medieval game. Yes, indeed. Moon also did the rigging for their own model, as well as the art. Absolutely beautiful, kind, funny artist. I highly recommend you follow them and check them out. Y'all have fun now, alright? I'm gonna make some tea. Good night. Be good, okay? Happy Halloween! Bye-bye!